got that. Cause you 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 got that. Like you, cause you got that. Something that I need in my life, so give it to me. Cause you got that. Like you, cause you got that. Something that I need in my life, that I need.
Gang money, money, yeah, 20,
Yeah.
Gang money, money, yeah, 20,
Yang gang, yang gang. $1,000 got the same thing. Yang gang, yang gang. My bitch got a wedding ring. Yang gang, yang gang. $1,000 got the same thing. Yang gang, yang gang. Gonna go make babies. Yang gang, yang gang. $1,000 I don't do a thing. Cash. If she wanna see me cash out, then I got it in the bag now. We were wise like Yoda. Now we're screaming out Yoba. Now I hit him with the Yang gang. Yang gang, it's a motor. She got my dick on a quota.
Hello and welcome to the Ralph Retort. Thank you, Baked Alaska, for the intro. Much appreciated, sir. It's been a while. Oh, wait. Oh, what is this?
There's no catch.
I actually just listened to it on mute earlier. Apparently, he actually went around handing out cash. I'm not sure. All right, Baked. That's enough. Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching the show. I'm seeing chat. Was glad that I let off with that one. How you doing, Nora?
I'm very tired.
Very tired. Long trip. Oh, it's been a long trip, long week. All the way around. Is he streaming Ralph Report? I don't know who he is, but possibly. All right, let's see. Should I just get right into the Shane Dawson stuff? I think I probably should. Chat, some people in chat actually like that Baked Alaska tune. I'm not sure about that. It was better. Was it better than We Love Our Cops, Our Law Enforcement? I don't know. That's an all-time classic. I'm not sure it could actually get up to that level or not. Some people in chat, they like it. By the way, I had a bunch of videos to play on the Shane Dawson stuff. But I think it's just better if I lead it with the Mimology video that just came out on this very channel. What, like, I don't know, a couple hours ago? Let me see if I can just play that. I think that has every clip that I was going to play anyway. So, why don't I just play it right now?
Oh, no, my dog.
I'm really a needy guy.
No, the things I've done to my poor animals, they will never love me. done terrible things. I used to.
Oh no, I don't know if you want to go there, Shane. What'd you do?
By the way, let me pause at 44 seconds and point out that he said this is all a joke. All of these are jokes. I'll let you guys be the judge of whether or not you think it's a joke. By the way, thank you for the likes and the dislikes. Let me play it at
Big deal because this is a big dog.
A big ass dog.
No, it's huge, and it runs at you.
Oh, my mic is muted. Look at him. He's like, Queen, give me a couch.
Queen. Out of his mouth. So gross.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Me. That was me when I was in 8th grade.
Oh my god.
He does this every time.
She gets over it very quick.
He's over it. That was so weird.
Is it a joke? No. It's not a joke. Simple as that. Simple as that.
By the way, Tank put out a tweet. I was tweeting about Israel all day, and then I saw that Shane Dawson was trending #1, at least in the United States, but I think it was trending #1 worldwide. But I have mine set on the United States, and he quote tweeted this, and he said, "Did I miss something? Like what the fuck's going on here?" I'll read this out for the benefit of the podcast audience. I didn't fuck my cat. This is Shane Dawson, by the way. YouTube
It's still under 1K, by the way.
Conspiracies and like deep dive. I never watch his shit, but he does a lot of big numbers. Anyway, let me read this. I didn't fuck my cat. I didn't come on my cat. I didn't put my
Drummer did it way better though, by the way.
I've never done anything weird with
his video actually showed like how Shane brought in like Kiro and introduced Kiro to the world and all of his dog raping roadkill shit, and then proceeded to then apparently make out with the dog and talk about Googling for naked babies on Google. So I think it's pretty easy to say that Shane Dawson is a fucked up dude. If you didn't think that before. But for certain, I don't trust this guy one bit. It's fucked up. He's done fucked up shit. And there's no question about it. That's not a joke. And even if it is, the fact that his mind went in that direction is for a funny joke, quote unquote, that's fucked. It's a fucked up mind to have. So, simple as that. I don't care one way or the other whether it was a joke or really happened. That's fucked to say, fucked to do. And I want nothing to do with that.
My goal with the podcast and with my videos years ago was to tell shocking stories that would make people laugh and scream, "Oh my God, no you didn't," and think I was so crazy. It's embarrassing and I fucking hate myself for it. Also, I see.
I just kissed the dog to make people think I was crazy. I wasn't actually crazy. No, it's not how that works. I see right through that excuse.
The Shane Dawson story.
I have. I've been wildly amused by it. But I'm a bit unclear on who Shane Dawson is. Is he the one that Medica pinned for like us asking girls to send pictures of their buttholes and shit?
I don't think, did he? If he did, I missed that. I know that he does documentary. I know he did a Jake Paul documentary, some other shit that I didn't watch.
Who the fuck's Jake Paul?
It's a YouTuber. Can you explain who Jake Paul is?
Many of them.
Well, apparently Rand's still stuck around.
Is Queen Butter there in the back?
Shane Dawson, yeah,
in
that's
jail
a
by
different
now.
guy. Yeah, that's not Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson is the guy who makes out with his dog against his will, or somebody's dog. I'm not even sure if that's his dog. I don't know if that makes it any better or not. And talks about coming on his feline.
Yeah. Well, that's he explicitly
no problem.
said he doesn't do that now. I never came on the cat. Never even had my dick near my cat.
It was just a joke. You make jokes like that all the time.
I make jokes like that all the time, except I don't have extensive video evidence refuting the point.
Also, I'm not sure do you remember Caro the Wolf?
Oh yeah, no. He did the interview with Caro the Wolf, didn't he?
He did, yes.
Yeah, it was this fucking cringe thing. Yeah, I saw that on Medica. Well, what a fucking surprise. I mean, like, I certainly can't draw any obvious parallels with Hollywood and other elite institutions where, like, one of their friends goes a little bit too far, and the nose sticks out a little bit too far behind the curtain, and then all his mates try and back him up, and then it turns out they're a bunch of fucking degenerates too.
Oh, shocking! By the way, I'm gonna send you this video. Are you in a position where you can play videos, or?
I'm just on my lappy top. I'm not even on my lappy top. I'm on the mobile. Fortunately, the internet here.
Has he replaced Rand or not Rand? Has he replaced Gator and Zidane with Rambot? Is that what happened today?
I haven't had ice thrown on me, and haven't got into a fist fight with anybody.
It sounds like yours is going better than mine went last week. Yeah.
Well, I did get banned off Twitter for a week.
Oh, can you explain what?
I called somebody a fucking airhead. I couldn't believe it. All the dumb shit.
All the shit I've seen you posting on Twitter.
Yeah.
They banned you for calling someone an airhead.
Yep, I got fucking pulled up for calling someone an airhead, and I got a week ban.
That's astonishing, given some of the stuff that you've put out there, and that I myself have retweeted of yours.
Well, look, I don't even really want to put it out there myself, but just for those who are wondering, most people don't even fucking know Twitter has a block function, and don't tell them it does.
By the way,
I've been calling people cunts left and right, and they don't know. All they have to do is get on the button and go, "My feelings got hurt," and it makes the bad man go away.
Oh no, you're not supposed to block people on Twitter, Ryan. That's what they tell me. But
well,
I've actually had just about 100 less viewers than this is right now.
By the way,
okay, it's approaching 1,998. Looks like it'll finally break 1K. Hey guys, the show broke 1K tonight. Woo! Woo! 1K right on the fucking dot. Congrats. Totally not a dead show.
All this shit posted about Christchurch, I didn't get pinged once, but I called her friend an airhead, and she went and reported it.
No, but she actually. Let me see if I can find the tweet.
Not dead.
I'm gonna play the rest of the Shane.
Not dead yet.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
But
I got to do a bit how many cocks she's inhaled in the span of 1 year.
It's actually amazing. Now, hold up. Now explain the full series here, can you? Now this is her sexual history in 1 year. She was a virgin up until 1 year ago. So is that what I'm?
Oh my god, he is literally going to be covering Randbot's Twitter as news. Breaking fucking news. Randbot's Twitter conversation with some lady who had fucked 16 dudes is a fucking news story for tonight. Fuck. This is pathetic. This ain't even worth going to the main channel for.
And you said you're about 100 one-night stands old. Then she said, it's funny because you literally couldn't tell if I'm a virgin or have had 100 sex partners from looking at me or my vagina, and men have no understanding of that. And then you said, I can tell from your posts, 100 sex partners. Someone else said low estimate, to be honest. Then she said, it's 16 actually, and I don't care. And either way, it doesn't matter because vaginas just don't get ruined from sex.
If I read the replies really loud, is it funnier?
So she's had 16 sexual partners in 1 year.
This is not an interesting story.
The thing that they don't appreciate is
some thought on Instagram or Twitter banging 16 dudes. Welcome to the news tonight with the HRT Retort.
Obviously, dicks don't actually ruin vaginas. I mean, vaginas are designed designed that an entire human being comes out, and then a couple of weeks later, you still would like to accommodate yourself within it. So they stretch back. Well, they de-stretch. So they can't appreciate the fact that we're joking. We're joking about the idea that your vagina now looks like a fucking farm animal's because you're copping so many random dicks at the club. They can't appreciate the fact that we're not talking about that literally. We understand that vaginal penetration does not turn you into a Picasso masterpiece, but women are dumb. You know what? What was it? Tucker Carlson saying women are basic and primitive. How fucking true.
All right, let me read a few of these. Bagel Goose says, get PPP on. WT Lawson says, chat, press F for my friend Brenton. He's still in jail. Unhappy face. Dan says, have Nora read. I don't know if she'll read this, actually. It says, I, Nora, take Gunt to be my lawfully wedded Gunt, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse. for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until God do us part. I might try to get her to read it later. She said she's not gonna read it, but I read it myself. It would definitely sound much like every other thing in the fucking human language, English language. The human language. What the fuck is that? That doesn't even make sense. Like everything else in the English language, it does sound better coming out of her mouth. But all right, let me go.
Yeah, except butter. What's the deal with butter? I'm not an old school enough champ to
You
know
don't
what
understand
the deal is with butter.
Did you see the?
Did she mispronounce butter once? I mean, I know she's got like a very impressive British accent, so I imagine like she says something butter or something like that. So, what's the story there?
So when I say I have a hard R, much like you, Rand, please don't do that though, since we're here.
Oh no, it's YouTube, mate. I understand that they're highly sensitive. Wait, can I still say kaffa? I mean, 'cause nobody knows what that means.
I think that's okay, but I have a problem with I have a problem.
Bunch of bloody kaffas walking down the street and tired of these bloody kaffas. Go ahead.
I have a problem with the hard R. So when I say butter, it's got butter. When she says butter, it's butter. Can you say it?
Butter.
Say it once. Come on.
No.
Say it. You have to. You have to.
No, I'm not giving you.
Come on, you have to.
I know. Well, Nora never replied to my Twitter comment. So can you tell? I know she read it. So is she angry or did she laugh when I said I can't believe it's not British in response to the whole I'm not saying butter thing?
He said, did you laugh or were you angry when he said I can't believe it's not British in response to the? She said she didn't see it.
Oh bullshit!
You might have been shadow banned.
Crap.
You might have been shadow banned even then. I'm not sure.
Actually, I think I was actually getting.
Yep. It's pretty bad. It's pretty boring.
All these fucking.
Really boring. Like not even worth hate watching. Boring. Not worth going to the bigger channel. Boring. Just dead. Awful. Just miserable.
It's really coming to that point, man. They really do just want to kill the internet, and it's going to be real ID, and just hand your penis over to your local government representative. That's the future we're fucking headed towards.
Yeah, and I think it was Nick Monroe's Twitter actually. They're actually charging people in New Zealand for having the footage.
Yeah, that 18-year-old kid's they're saying like maximum. He won't do 14 years, but like that's what they're waving around. An 18-year-old kid. He just made a couple of memes. He said a couple of edgy things, as we all have. Like, Christ, if I lived in New Zealand right now, I'd probably like just my little. That's what I've said. Like in the comfort of my own vacation location in the last 2 years. I think I'd be in jail for like 30 years. I've got the fucking shooting on my hard drive. I saw it. In fact,
you know what?
I might stream it. I just might stream it next week.
No, I don't know about that. But
well, I some Australian who I'm not associated with might stream it next week.
By the way, I have not actually seen it.
No,
I didn't watch it.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything publicly, but just check your DMs.
No, no, I didn't watch it. I know it's been everywhere. I just haven't watched it. Now, of course, it was originally streamed. I don't know how long it was on Facebook, but it was
the first 3 minutes. The first 3 minutes is it's like any good TV show. The first part of the series is great, and then it just sort of drops off a bit. It had a few good moments later on in the series, but really like the first 3 episodes were.
Checking Ralph's marriage license. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
The Shane Dawson thing?
Yeah.
I was not expecting a firefight when I started this.
Let's start it back up at. It'll be a little bit of a delay for you, but all right. 2:03.
Oh man, he's still not past this fucking video? Oh, fucking kill me. Oh shit, there is literally only one person in the green room currently.
I told Drew to fuck my dog.
Check this.
Regarding general information.
There's legit one person in their green room.
But like, if another dog was fucking my dog, well, I think that was cute. I don't
Fucking pathetic.
Thank you for calling the University of South Carolina State.
Oh wait, no, that's not it.
Well, I guess when they're a baby, you don't want to picture somebody fucking them.
No, someone did that though.
The fuck happened? Oh.
Some guy killed a baby because he was like he like raped her and fucked like a 4-month-old
Line.
baby in a baby.
For English, press 1. Located at 400 North 9th Street. Cell phones, pagers, and electronic p.m. Monday through Friday. If you're being married in the state of Virginia, you may purchase your license at these must also be 8 clerk. If either party is period required, refer to the first available deputy clerk who Richmond Circuit Court.
Hi, my name is Ethan Ralph, and my wife is going to be coming in from the UK in the next week, and we want to get a copy of our marriage license. We were married in right around April 1st of 2017. I was wondering if you could get me a copy of my marriage license.
Okay, let's see. What is your last name?
My last name is Ralph, R-A-L-P-H.
She didn't take his last name, Zoom.
P-H as in Paul?
Damn it.
Yeah, R is in Romeo,
Okay.
A is in Alvin, L is in Lima, P is in Paul, H is in Hector.
I already fucked it up.
Okay, and your first name?
Ethan. E is in Echo, T is
Oh,
in
he's
Tom,
calling his
H is in Hector,
Ethan.
A is in Alvin, N is in
That's right,
Nancy.
never mind, my bad.
Okay, and do you have a middle name?
Yes, it's Oliver.
Okay, yes, we do have your marriage certificate here. So when you come in, you just need a picture ID and $2.50 for each certified copy that you would like.
Okay, thank you. So he is married. I guess he is married, y'all.
What's up, Miley?
Creepy looking cunt.
Yes, I named my dog Miley.
He really is.
Let me explain why. So, for starters, Miley Cyrus is a bitch, right? Female dog, bitch.
Hey, yo, Rambo, you know what would be funny? Let's watch Shane Dawson videos from 3 years ago. That'll be hilarious, right? That's transformative content.
Also, that would be funny if I'm on Twitter and I'm like, uh-oh, Miley just took a poop on the carpet. Uh-oh, Miley's licking her balls again. Ooh, Miley keeps putting her hand in my crotch.
Rambo, what do you think about all that? You think that's some craziness?
Say hi. Woof. Hi, everybody. I don't know what that voice was. That's about it. So, video time. I want you guys to film your pet.
This is some great content, ain't it, Rambot?
Film your pet saying hi to Miley. I'll show Miley.
Wait a minute, Shane. No! Shane, please.
Okay, you know what? Leave a comment
Please.
telling me what you want me to do with my dog.
Yep, Zoom
I
literally
need Andy to come on. He needs to announce his new venture where he goes cross country with failure instead of me, because I'm a drunk fucking slob.
About a third the viewers.
Oh my god, that's a piece of
Oh
poop.
my god.
Alright, so I'm gonna go.
Worski, stop bailing Ralph out. Stop defending the gun. He's not worth defending.
Now, yes. Now, I'm glad he's bringing this up. Let me make sure I'm unmuted. Okay, I'm unmuted. Now, we talked about this on the kill stream. Oh, fuck. I don't even know when it was.
Let's
Maybe
see.
last October? November?
Yeah, that last
Not
October,
sure.
November,
I'm gonna play
please.
that clip, too. I'm going to play that. It's only 3 minutes long. I think this is a good segue. You remember this, right?
Well, I probably, I think I did see it. Yes, I probably will remember it. Before you start rolling it, though, it's like that
I don't know why
fucking
Andy's
podcast
bailing
where he's
Ralph
talking
out.
about
It's pretty
Christ.
sad.
I know
It's
there
not
was
something
an
I
attempt to
would
be funny,
expect from
but,
Worski.
I tell you what, that was some fucking creepy shit.
That's
oh,
not.
like, what is that? Oh, like fucking a baby. By the way, you know, like I'd fuck my dog, and you know, like I consider my dog to be just, you know, like that. I'm drawing some, you know, it's like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm starting to draw some red lines from one.
It's like no Gator, no Zidane, begging for Andy to come on.
That is not the creepiest.
Andy's leaving with fucking failure.
As far as.
What is the point of this? Why is Andy defending the Gunt? The Gunt doesn't defend him. The Gunt sat and made fun of him.
Why is it always these people?
Zidane and Gator are out for the evening. Yeah, right, because Gator's ever gone out in his entire fucking life.
The rap.
I mean, come on. Who are we kidding? Gator went out.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. Right. Sure, Ralph.
It's like, yeah, it's like
Sure, Gator went out. He must have gone out with that hot Puerto Rican girlfriend he has, right?
Like the sort of plastic face and the sort of.
By the way, we got a new movie that's actually going to be coming out.
Some incredibly weird shit.
Go ahead and I'm gonna play this for all my fans. They're gonna be enjoying a nice, wonderful video. It's gonna be a transformative animation.
Those pictures of him from the 70s and that.
Let me get the poster for you guys. It's coming soon.
I didn't expect
when like the fucking Beach Boy member was like running.
Add source image.
I didn't expect an Uncle Charlie Manson mention tonight. I have to say.
All right, hold on. Let me add the source.
I think there's a fucking phenomena there.
Browse.
You go and look at old Manson. He was a fucking
we
pretty
go.
boy in the 60s.
Poster.
And these guys are pretty boys now, and they're talking about fucking dogs and. Oh, a dog! My pet dog is just the same as having.
Here is the new movie poster.
Press F in chat for Charlie Manson. When did he die? Just last year, I think, right? It wasn't that long ago. All right. Another super chat. The Vile Delinquent says, lock him in the trunk, feed him to the gators. This man has killed.
What do you guys think about that?
All those animals. And all right.
You guys think it's going to be a great movie? I know I do. I think it'll be a wonderful, transformative process. We're all going to enjoy it. It's a brand new movie coming out. It's called Fat Ass. It's going to be a wonderful animation done by a very talented artist. We're going to be doing all the voice acting using clips of Gator being an idiot. The person that did this is a very talented artist. It's very special.
It sounds pretty good.
I think it's definitely going to be great.
I saw you on Twitter. You witnessed some of this last night as well.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be a Godspeed Live and Plate Gang production.
Be fucking jerking off for the first time in America. No, I'm just kidding. I thought like at first I was like, you know what? He's probably joking. Everyone's exaggerating, probably, right? I listened to it. Like it sounded pretty like he was saying a story that he has told a million times. You know.
It sounded. It didn't sound like a joke to me. Let me just put that out there.
Like, I mean, sure that you could silver lining. At least you didn't stick it in, but it's probably not a thing you want to do. Come on your cat, right? Without permission, especially.
Yeah, and then
how do you get permission?
I was going to say, can an animal even consent to that? I don't think animals are.
I don't know. Capable. Maybe the Amos E way. Remember, if it smiles.
No.
If the baby has a thumbs up, you're right. The fucking blow.
That's literally the type of shit he was saying. By the way, I remember that. Oh my god.
An anime cat girl can give consent, but like your average domestic short hair cannot give consent.
If the baby didn't shake his head, you're good.
I remember him saying that on the fucking. Oh my god. It's like you can tell from like facial language and shit. Like what do they call it?
Yeah.
Body language or facial cues. You know what I mean? Oh god.
Yeah. That last video you just showed, by the way, I never even see that. How do you? If a dog, you never like pet a dog and it licks your face. I want to fucking backhand it. But don't you dare enter my face area.
Well,
stupid dog.
And it's one thing for the dog to like lick your face or whatever. I mean, I've had that happen.
I'm just fucking around.
No. But this guy's actually tonguing the dog back and making out with the animal. That's a little bit different, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like that scene in Beethoven 3. I don't know that's just scene in my head. Remember as a kid, I hated that scene.
So we've had a Charles Manson mention and a Beethoven 3 mentioned. I didn't expect either one of those.
Yeah. It's pretty. Press F for Beethoven, everyone. Fucking poor dog.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
It's got to be dead by now, doesn't it?
Didn't they use like 8 different dogs during the shooting of that movie because the puppies kept growing up too fast?
Yeah, I think so.
No way!
Yeah,
that's an amazing.
No, there used to be, like there's always a stupid urban myth about fucking everything. There was this urban myth that they euthanized every single puppy that they used in that film. Once it got too big. It turned out to be complete bullshit. But that's the thing I've really been noticing, especially since I've been encountering like a high level of fucking boomerism while I've been on my holiday, and it's just like these ice cold takes and people believe in stupid rumors forever. Yeah, there's always some dumb shit around something. Like, honestly, like, hey, yeah, did you guys watch Terminator 2? Did you like that movie? Did you know the kid grew up too fast for that movie, so they went and shot him in the back of the head every 2 months and got
Yeah, no, there's the gerbil, the famous gerbil up Richard Gere's ass that he put a fucking gerbil. That one stuck hard.
Wait,
like that one
didn't actually happen, did it?
I think it might have now because like he's never denied it. Like you'd think he'd be like, no, guys. Like,
well, maybe he just didn't want to feed the trolls, Andy. Maybe he thought if he talked about it, it would just make it worse. I'm not sure.
Or maybe he didn't want to kiss and tell.
All right. Super chat for I think Rand might be the best equipped to address this.
And Andy's brought me around. It's possible that animals are the perfect sex partners because if you ever think they get their paws are the wrong shape to use Twitter, and if you ever think they're going to dibba-dob on you, you can take them down to the pet and get them euthanized, no questions asked. It's a lot harder with people.
He's walking with a limp. Take him out.
Now let me ask you this, Rand. Well, let me read this to you, and you're a proud Australian, of course. But John Smith says the way people from New Zealand.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say I'm fucking Canadian for the next couple of months, all right?
Wait.
Yeah, until the heat dies down.
Wait, he says the way people from New Zealand talk actually makes me angry. Now I do believe the shooter was actually from Australia, correct?
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
But do you think that was what it was? That he was actually just upset?
But they're not. One thing that sort of dropped out of the fucking the talking about this in the normie media is that they arrested 4 people, 3 men and a woman, and we haven't even seen them or what they've allegedly done yet. So that strap yourself in. The story's going to get more interesting. Everyone's focusing on the Aussie guy. What about these 3 other folk? What's going on?
Well, I saw
there?
they raided his sister. I want to say his sister and his mother. I know for sure his sister's
house. They already did the disgusting media thing. They went and shoved a camera in the face of his old grandnan, and she's going like, "Oh, he was a good boy. I didn't know anything." They call it human interest. It's fucking inhuman interest. Like the way they go after your fucking family. And that, by the way, that's like one of the implicit threats of globo homo. If you ever step out too far out of line, we're going to fuck up your relatives as well.
Oh man. Well, I would say he did kind of step out of line. To be fair,
Well, okay. But look, I'll just say, technically,
just
no New Zealander was hurt during the production of this video.
Oh God. Okay. Let me play. Oh Jesus. Shane Dawson. Were we still talking about Shane Dawson? I think maybe. Stacy Martiri says, "Don't let Rand leave before you play the Aussie Senator smack the kid." Oh, that was a big thing.
I loved that. They were trying to meme him into a fucking hero. Like the left was trying to meme him into a hero. And notice they kept cutting the video straight after he slapped the egg. And we all know why. Because if you play the video, the good old senator, and let me tell you about senators, they're powered by nano machines, son. And he fucking slapped him twice in the face, and then his mates wrestled him to the ground.
Let me see if I can.
And they're actually trying to have it. They're trying to have it both ways. Like, look at this based kid slapping the senator in the back of the head with an egg. Yeah, creeping up behind an old man, hitting him in the back of the head. Like, what a fucking hero.
Well, while he had his back turned, giving an interview.
And then they want to be outraged. They want to be outraged by the fact that his security team wrestled him to the fucking ground. So have it both ways. Look at this hero who does shitty thing, and he's a real leftist hero. And look at these horrible people who wrestled him to the ground. Like, look, let's be fair. Like, the funny thing about Egg Boy is how he did a stupid and gay globo homo fucking thing, and then he got fucking wrecked. That's the Egg Boy story.
Now let me play this for people who haven't seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, Worski. Mm-hmm. We're eventually going to go back to Dawson for sure. Should I just put it in show links, or can you just watch it on the stream? Which would you rather do there?
I'll watch it on the stream.
Okay. All right.
Just to keep it easy for me.
I'll go ahead and play it right now. Oh shit! Oh, that's not the good. Wait, there. Oh no! Why are they cutting it? Hold on, that's not the good clip. Oh, that's not it. What the fuck? I want the uncut clip. The Australian senator gets a good smack in. Hold on, maybe. And then the little kid. I won't say little kid. I mean, he's like 17. He ends up getting fucking choked out on the ground. Oh wait, this one might be good. Hold on, let me try this one.
Honestly.
All right, let me try this one. All right. Yeah, I think this.
And we're now at a state where Ralph is showing us now this.
Pretty good pop there. One of the senator's handlers just like, the senator was about to beat the shit out of him, wasn't he? Oh shit. His face is turning blue. All right, so
that was amazing. Oh my god, that was so good.
Oh man, that pop, that first pop when he got him.
Yeah.
Now
he
this
fucking turns around, no hesitation, just gives him a good old slap in the mouth.
Now,
I like how the kids looking at
hang
him.
on, can you say the F word on YouTube now? I don't know if you can.
No, you can only say nigger now.
Oh no, God!
Got what was coming.
All right.
You only love to say nigger, not fuck though.
Let's see. But the reason they were going after him was because, let me see, where's his statement that he put out? I don't know if I can find it.
Oh, he put out. Do you mean the senator or the?
What the fuck is this bullshit where Ralph doesn't even have the fucking shit pulled together that he has to go Google searching live on air? No wonder why your show's fucking failing, you dumbass. Don't even do anything, you fucking drunk. Learn to get up and prepare for your fucking show. Or fucking stop.
The actions of the gunman, he said. However, whilst this kind of violent vigilantism can never be justified, what it highlights is the growing fear within our community, both in Australia and New Zealand, of the increasing Muslim presence. As always, left-wing politicians and the media will rush to claim that the causes of today's shootings lie with the gun laws of those who hold nationalist views, but this is all cliched nonsense. The real cause of bloodshed on New Zealand streets today is the immigration program, blah, blah, blah. Let's be clear, while Muslims may have been the victim today, usually they are the perpetrators worldwide. Muslims are killing people in the name of their faith on an industrial scale. The entire religion of Islam is simply the violent ideology of a 6th century despot masquerading as a religious leader, which justifies endless war against anyone who opposes it and calls for the murder of unbelievers and apostates. The truth is that Islam is not like any other faith. It is the religious equivalent of fascism, and just because the followers of this savage belief were not the killers in this instance does not make them blameless. As we read in Matthew chapter 26, verse 52, all they that take the sword shall perish by the sword, and those who follow a violent religion that causes them to murder us cannot be too surprised when someone... Wow, this last paragraph. Cannot be too surprised when someone takes them at their word and responds in kind, Senator Anning concluded. Now, that was a press release from his office. Completely... he released that on his own. He wasn't in the interview. He put that out there.
Yeah, that's right. The bar's set, Yanks. Now it's time for one of your politicians to raise.
Now he is an. Do you know anything about this guy? You live in Australia, Rand. Now he's an independent senator.
Yeah, he's a fucking champ.
Now he's not a part of any party though, right? He's an independent senator, from what I read. Correct? Is that the case?
Well, do you think a party is going to fucking pick him up?
No, I don't think he's going to be on the liberal list anytime soon. There, no. By the way, the liberals are actually the conservatives over there in Australia, or have I got it mixed up?
Yeah, that's it. We're slightly confusing that way. The liberals are the liberals are the Republicans, and Labor is the Democrats. That's the best equivalent.
Yeah.
But just like over there, where the Democrats are, the Republicans are just the Democrats caught in a time warp from 20 years ago. We got the same shit happening here. I mean, it was the so-called Conservative Party that banned our guns in the 90s.
Yes. The Conservative Party, quote-unquote, the Liberals, whatever, they're not very conservative over there in Australia, are they?
Well, that's one of the things that, like, the people end up finding out is that, the Conservative Party is just is the other slice of bread in the kosher sandwich. They're following. They're trusting the plan as well. They're just there to basically be a legitimate outlet for the outrage that normal people feel living in clown world, Hong Kong.
All right, let me read these real quick. Pinky Culture says, "Can Randbot post his pinky on Twitter?"
I actually did.
I thought you did that.
But,
Yeah.
no, I didn't explicitly do it, but well, I uploaded a video and sent it to my good friend who's running at Rambot 2021, who I'm not in control of that Twitter account. That's just a fan, because I have a 7-day ban, and so I just uploaded a little video just before I called in, expressing my shock and outrage at being removed from Twitter for a week. But that's not my account. That's just some really cool dude who likes me.
All right, Deep Fried Lettuce says he also called for a
He's very handsome too.
Now, is this...
He's got an 8-inch penis. He's 7 foot tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. He's an absolute pussy slayer. So everyone subscribe to Rambot 2021.
I wonder who that may be.
Deep...
Yeah, no, just some champ, mate. Just some absolute champion out there.
I bet he's the best.
Oh, he's absolutely the best, mate. He's the greatest.
It's weird how he used like your same name except for added one more number. It's weird, eh?
Well, that's how much of a fan. He was like Rambot 2020's #1 fan. That's why it's Rambot 2020.
That's what the one's for.
Yeah, it certainly wouldn't be some drunk cunt trying to set up Twitter in a bar about like 3 pints in and accidentally created 2 usernames. That's not what took place.
That's very unlikely, actually.
Yeah, highly unlikely.
Yeah.
It turned out to be quite fortuitous, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That,
as I say, God loves drunks and idiots.
Yes. See, some might say suspicious. I say that's just the truth. I trust you.
That's right. Like, what are you going to believe? Someone else's truth or my truth?
Exactly.
Deep Fried Lettuce says he also called for a final solution to immigration. I missed that one. I think I didn't see that, but I did read his statement, and I was like, wow. This guy clearly gives no fucks. All right, I'm gonna back to Shane Dawson. I know we're like the most ADHD stream.
Oh, I can't wait to watch him fuck a dog.
The most unprepared, unprepped, disorganized shit stream that I've seen in a long time. Yes.
Before I play the kill stream clip from, I want to say it was either October or November. I want to play this because I'm not sure if it was in Mimology's video or not, but this was the first thing that I saw last night, and I actually put out a tweet and I said, you know what, forget about the cat, what about this comment here? And then somebody said, no, don't forget about the cat, and I didn't mean actually forget about his coming on the cat, but this comment to me is even a little more outrageous. By the way, on Twitter it has 1.93 million views. It's been a bad day for
How fucking
Shane.
popular was this guy? Are those
he's got like 20. He's got at least 20 million.
Are those like people coming in to watch the
YouTube.
dumpster fire, or did he really have that many fucking people?
No, he was famous. He was #1 on YouTube for like the first good 6 years after Fred.
I gotta tell you what, as someone who holds like non-traditional political views, it's always very disappointing to find out that like the fetish community far outclipses in members any sort of serious political movement.
Only I think since you don't have traditional political views, I think you'll be very happy at the place that Ralph and I will be visiting tomorrow. So you think, Ralph, that he might be interested?
Yeah, we were gonna go to a slave plantation tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna do a slave plantation with TTS on, and I'm gonna wear a MAGA hat, and we're doing it on Purple Dragon.
Early in the
you're
day.
You're already living on a slave plantation. That's not going to change until you get your $1,000.
Oh, I'm not even sure it's worth sniping anymore. Fuck it, should just do my own shit.
Yeah, but by the way, I already have the MAGA skull cap. So
what's a skull cap? Is it like a toque?
It's like they call it a toboggan where I'm from. But it's like it's a skull cap. I don't know how else to describe it. Toboggan is where it's called down south, and toboggan actually means sled in another part of the country. But in my part, it's like
you're not wearing small hats over there, are you?
No. So you know the hat, the fucking skull cap. You saw me with the skull cap on.
Yeah.
Beanie, yes.
Beanie, yeah,
yes,
we call it toque in Canada.
Yes,
why would you have one name? But okay, so I'm gonna wear that. Now, people in my chat on Purple Dragon earlier, I did like a one-on-one type thing.
Yeah.
They were saying that they're like, oh, smart. You're telling everyone you're going to be at a plantation tomorrow. You're going to get turned away. We didn't do anything illegal yet.
Well, I mean,
right?
It's nothing illegal planned. We're just going to go.
It's just probably rude, maybe.
It's definitely rude, I think. Super chat Mike's content says the incel infestation in your chat smells blood in the water and are in an autistic fury. Here's to hoping they see a tit before they die. We're gonna talk about incels later. Nihil.
No, I think I got a little theory on that. I reckon you got about 20 A loggers who are sitting there. They've probably got, and because they've already shown that they usually run multiple accounts. You got about 20 dedicated haters, and that's why it looks like there's 100 people constantly shouting you down.
Yeah, I mean, look, shit happens. I'm not even gonna look. It's whatever. We had a wild week last week, so we kind of gave the critics, some would even say haters. Maybe that's a cliched term. Going back to
low IQ rant. No, I understand that there are some people who are genuinely upset, but I mean, like the constant stream of invective, it's seeming a little less than organic.
I have a name for them.
What would I know? I didn't even get on the plane to Christchurch last week.
I said it and I was already a bit. No, I have a name for those guys, but apparently Memology's channel, I'm have to be careful.
I think it's the name you said earlier. All right, let me read.
Which one was that?
No.
Nincompoop?
Yes, Nincompoop. That was it.
Okay.
Nihil Capitus says, Ralph, let's go hashing next time I'm in the Richmond area. Google hash house harriers. Might be something you can get into. What is hashing? I mean, I know about smoking hash. Not anytime recently, of course, because I'm drug-free and proud now. But the hash house harriers, non-competitive.
Well, it's when things went wrong with a prostitute and you got her in the bathtub and you've had her soaking in the lime for about 3 days. But you got to encourage the body to go down the plug hole. I possibly said too much.
All right, let's see. Okay, now let me play this. Now just listen on your phones, whatever the fuck you guys are on. Let's hear this, because I don't know that this is in the Memology video. And this was the one that I first saw. Again, it has almost 2 million views on Twitter. Let's play it. Mr. Shane Dawson, in his own words, right now.
This child was probably 6 years old, and I was taking a picture of something, and the kid turns to me and goes, "Oh, are you Instagramming?" And first of all, how does a 5-year-old, 6-year-old know what Instagram is? Which is terrifying. Second of all, I was embarrassed because yes, I was, and it was a picture of my salad. And the 6-year-old girl goes, "Oh, how many followers do you have?" I have 125,000.
No.
Her dick was almost as big as mine.
Really?
And I said, "Okay, little big dick, why do you have so many followers?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm a cheerleader." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And she shows me her Instagrams, which are like, first of all, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but like, she's like sexy. She's like sexy.
You're disgusting.
I know. Listen, we've talked about pedophilia
this
before.
Is Shane. Like, do not say this, and I don't even want to talk about it. Like, you will get arrested. Like, he kind of can.
Listen,
he
allegedly,
has this justification for pedophilia, and it's so disturbing. And like, I just pretend that he doesn't.
Okay, wait, no. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Oh God.
Here's my justification for pedophilia.
I can't.
Now, by the way, let me pause at 105. I saw a couple people, and I saw this on Twitter, and they said this has been out there for a while. I had never seen it before last night, and I know some people.
Well, that's how it goes.
That's
what
this has been out here for a year,
thing.
Ralph. I was like, well, fuck, I've never seen it, and it has 2 million views from last night. So obviously, other people had never seen it either.
No, Ralph.
Yeah,
Ralph, you've never seen it, but it's been out, so you are not allowed to see it now.
Yeah,
that's
it's
how the rules go.
It's old shit, Ralph. I mean, I still think it's kind of notable. By the way, we still haven't gotten to this. We still haven't gotten.
That's how they got Milo, because Milo dropped that stuff about. Well, but I think the real reason that they went and targeted him was he talked about the way that homosexuals propagate, which is like they corrupt young children. But like he dropped that little bomb on, what was it? It was with the fucking Amazing Atheist, whatever podcast he was doing, and that thing sat there for like 8 or 9 months before it got picked up. Because this is what happens: people go and say controversial stuff, but the only people who are looking at it are people who like them, so it doesn't gain a lot of traction. And then when they start getting negative attention, when the eye of Sauron's locked on them, and then all the creepy weird shit they've said over, in the interim starts coming to the light.
By the way, let me. I'm just going to start taking a page from your book, Andy. If you're listening and you like the stream, go ahead and smash that like button, because we have the other people. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure if people know this, but if you dislike, that helps too. But either way, it's all good. If you dislike it too. I used to say that back in the day. I remember I got into it with JF I think it was around the time he kicked me off your show, and he has a pretty dedicated little base there, and they would come in and dislike my show for about a week. But yeah, it happens. All right, now
what is your opinion on low IQ interruptions, by the way? Because you've been having a few since you've added me to the.
I love them. All right, let's continue. This is actually the juicy part of the video. Okay, 105. Let's continue.
Here's my thing. People have foot fetishes. People have fetishes about, everything. Fine, everybody do your thing. So why is it when somebody looks at Google's like...
Hold on, we'll come back to this. I missed the bag.
Interruptions.
We have the other people. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure if people know this, but it actually, if you dislike, that helps too. But
in the when they start getting Milo dropped that stuff about bomb on what was controversial stuff on them, and then all these
book Andy, if you're
they've said over in the interim starts coming to the light.
By the way, let me. I'm just going to start taking a page from your book, Andy. If you're listening and you like the stream, go ahead and smash that like button, because we have the other people. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure if people know this, but it actually, if you dislike, that helps too. But either way, it's all good. If you dislike it too. I used to say that back in the day. I remember I got into it with JF. I think it was around the time he kicked me off your show. And he has a pretty dedicated.
Yeah, it bothers him so much.
And they would come in and dislike my show for about a week. But yeah, it happens. All right, now
what is your opinion on low IQ interruptions, by the way? Because you've been having a few since you've added me to this.
I love them. All right, let's continue. This is actually the juicy part of the video. Okay, 105. Let's continue.
She was like a skinny little sexy 6-year-old.
I'm not even gonna repeat what he said because people will clip it out and attribute that to me. Yeah, so that Shane. Now that's what I first saw last night, and I thought that was what people were up in arms about. And then I dug a little deeper, and I saw it was actually him coming on his cat and making out with dogs.
Yeah, way less worse. Isn't that right?
Yeah, and
so
by the way,
is he actually in any legal trouble at the moment, or is he just getting roasted on the internet?
No, he's just getting roasted. I mean, as far as I know, I don't think it's going to go to legalities. Yeah. But
well, we shall see.
Well,
I'm not. I'm not going to. My monocle's not going to fucking drop out of my face.
Let me ask you this. Let's play devil's advocate. Do you think that was a comedy bit?
If it was a poorly executed comedy bit, and if you're gonna joke about that sort of shit, Jesus Christ, you better be funny.
No, here's why it's not. I'll tell you why. There's one piece of evidence in there. When he's about to go into his pedophile quote unquote bit, the girl goes, "Oh fuck, he's got a hot take on why pedophilia should be legalized."
Like he had already said it off air, right?
Off air to her, like privately. So he's obviously.
Well, he doesn't need to do that. HuffPo's going to pave the way for that. They're going to give you the hot takes on why it's okay to be a kitty diddler.
Yeah, apparently Shane is telling that people in the green room in the back before the show starts. How do you bring that up, by the way, in like a regular?
Oh, that just happens in regular conversations, you're having a salad with your relatives and you're like, oh, by the way, kids are kind of cool. You ever thought about sticking your dick in one tongue? And they say, I quite often have those thoughts myself. Anyway, can you please pass the salt?
Same breath.
That's the last time. That's the last time I'm having a salad at the Jewish-owned restaurant. That's all I'm saying.
All right, a few super chats. Yo Crunch says Chad has been diagnosed with Gaysberg AIDS. Sad, really. Then Yo Crunch says the entire chat is incels for sure. Nihil Capitus says it's a drinking club with a running problem. So you get drunk and go running? Isn't that called drunk and disorderly? I'm not sure. The last time I did that, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. But
I think that's written on my passport.
If it's on private property, I think it would be legal. I'm not sure. I'll have to investigate this. I'll have to check with my probation officer to make sure that's okay. All right, let me. Oh God. So that was the clip that originally got me interested in this. But there's one more thing about Shane Dawson, gentlemen, and I mentioned this earlier. Carol the Wolf. You remember Carol the Wolf, Andy, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah, he got busted. He was in a private, what was it? I want to say Telegram group or Skype group, one or the other. And
there was the Christmas card, the trip to Bali. Yeah, he remembers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was all about sharing, their stories about fucking animals and animal porn and shit like that, and how he, molested his old and dying dog. I mean, literally, that's what it was about.
Oh,
So,
it was dying. Whatever. He was just helping it out.
he actually on that one, he's like, well, I kind of felt bad about that one. I don't know. It was just the sickest shit you could ever imagine. I don't know. Can I ask this question too? I don't even know if this is something I should ask, but
no, I wouldn't fuck an animal, Ralph.
No. Is it worse? It's worse to.
I've met a couple of chicks who fucked like an animal, but that's a little bit different.
It's worse to fuck a kid, though, right, than to fuck your old and dying dog. It's very close, though, to molest an animal and to molest a child, though. It's very. I would say human life has to take precedence, but that being said, molesting animals is pretty close.
Well,
right?
here's the thing: your old Labrador's not going to go off to be a miserable and broken individual for the rest of his life,
or a tattletale.
There's not 50 years of like fucking living.
Oh,
no, but seriously, the dog's already hurting. It's probably had bad shits all day. Now you're gonna fuck it in the ass. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, it probably slides in easier. Oh wait, what the fuck am I saying?
Oh no, Red.
All right, let me. Oh, all right, let me play this clip.
Sick.
I think we're all already sick. All right, not as sick as Shane Dawson though. All right, there we go. Nice segue from the kill stream back in October, November. Shane Dawson, Carol the Wolf, and immediately after the Carol the Wolf stuff came out, he had spotlighted this guy, I guess maybe a year earlier. I want to say 2017. He did a big interview with Carol and like a deep dive into the furry community, and they're just all great, fun guys, and aren't they great? Oh, they're so funny. And that in and of itself, we made fun of him. We talked about it on this clip, but re-examining that in a new light when you have Shane Dawson making out with his dog, talking about coming on his cat, talking about pedophilia, really not that big a deal, guys. Like, what's the real issue here? I think we have to re-examine that a little bit. I don't know what you guys think.
So too.
Yeah. All right, let's play it. It's 3 minutes long. I'm gonna hit it. Oh wait, there's a super chat. By the way, 1,720 watching right now. Thank you all for tuning in. Cloudstar says James Gunn equals pedo fantasy writer, as in Disney decided to keep pedo fantasy writer James Gunn because that's exactly what his joke tweets were. Well, James Gunn had the advantage.
They didn't just decide to keep him. Apparently they had no intention of replacing him. They literally just put him in the naughty boy corner until
that's what they did.
Over.
They actually made the decision. We talked about this, I want to say a little bit last week, where they fired him.
Mundane Matt still owes me a shout out on Twitter, by the way.
But they quietly decided to rehire him months ago, and not only is he going to get to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3, he's also going to do the new Suicide Squad because he got a new job while he was waiting on them to rehire him back. So he actually made out like a bandit. So
and one of the daughters.
This actually reminds me of that whole thing. Ollie Weird. Sorry, what'd you say, Andy? Sorry.
I said he's also going to do one of the producer's daughters, so that's something he's really excited for. He's going to come on them like fucking Shane Dawson on a cat. Go ahead, Rand.
Oh, well, I was going to say, like, this reminds me a lot of the. You remember they made a lot of hay about the Hollywood blacklist in the 50s and McCarthy.
Yes, the communist blacklist. Yes.
Yeah, none of those fuckers skipped a day of work. When they were talking about, we'll put on the blacklist, we were subject to this and that. What a surprise that a bunch of long noses were oy-veying about the oppression they were facing while they were still fucking
They were still writing. Most of them.
One of those cunts lost a fucking day of work.
Matter of fact,
Hollywood.
Some of those people
when they were under the blacklist.
Yeah, I was going to say some of those people actually
just like this cunt was. We've removed him. We've removed him from the movie. Oh, don't you worry. We got rid of the horrible person who's caught on camera talking about how he's going to aggressively fuck his wife in the ass and all the other creepy shit. Nah, he didn't skip a fucking day of work.
Some of those people actually. Some of those people
One
actually.
hand washes the other.
Rand, hold on. Well, I just want to say this.
Shut up, Rand. Go ahead, Ralph.
I just want to say this one thing. Rand is on fire. I can't even speak. But yeah, a lot of those people actually wrote Academy Award winning scripts. Now the one caveat was they couldn't actually put their names on it, but they were still working and making money the whole time. So yeah, that's true.
Mm. But you got to admire the chutzpah of a bunch of people who, especially back in the day, were making like 10 times the income of the working man, while simultaneously playing to the sympathy of the working man. Oh, Lloyd Bay, I'm having such a hard time. Oh, it's so hard to be a Jew in Hollywood, and like I'm really suffering here. Well, meanwhile they're living like princes, and they're looking for the sympathy of people who are groveling in the fucking dirt to make bread.
By the way,
like the audacity of these people. I can't imagine why.
By the
they
way,
get
I
kicked out of
see
countries all the time.
4.1K in the chat. Is that a reference to the Holocaust that I'm not aware of? Is that the true number there, or I'm not sure if that's.
The true number, according to the Red Cross, is 250,000 people died of typhus.
Oh, I thought it was a Holocaust thing I didn't know about. Speaking of,
that is a Holocaust thing. According to the Red Cross, only 250,000 people died in the Holocaust of typhus.
Speaking about Holocaust debates, me and Andy both are going to be on Mark Call. By the way, Mark Call is one of the best people I've ever met online.
Tomorrow.
Yes. No, not tomorrow.
Is that a Holocaust
on Wednesday.
reference?
Oh, Wednesday, sorry.
I don't know.
Wednesday, we're both going to be on there.
I thought it was Tuesday.
Well, I mean, we're close. It's close to Tuesday. So we're both going to be on there on Wednesday, so that should be fun. I've never actually been on his program. He's been on mine many times, so I'm looking forward to it.
He's going to do a little interview with us. He's also going to, and tomorrow, if for anyone who just joined on Purple Dragon, Ethan and I are going to a plantation tour.
Plantation sensation, you could even say, maybe.
No, I would say that with TTS on $3 super chat or Streamlabs, you could say anything you want, like not on this.
What things like subscribe to PewDiePie?
Exactly. I mean, wait, maybe we should.
The world's got to know.
We can't go that far. We can't go that far.
Yeah, that one's going a little bit too far. But then in the mark, and then I think we're going to the Holocaust Museum at some point too.
Yes,
right,
we are going to do that. You've been talking about it for 3 weeks. Well, you haven't even been here 3 weeks, but for a good 2 weeks, we've been talking about
almost
it.
4 million days, 4 million minutes.
We are going to go, and
New York.
New York, yeah. So New York, April 4th through the 9th, we're going to be in New York. Of course, I'm going to be there. We're going to do some events, me and you. I'm also going to be there with my wife. I'm going to go to New Japan Wrestling.
It's still part of the Worski and Ralph
it's still part of the Worski Ralph thing. Me and you are going to have a couple events we're going to go do. We're going to also do a meetup.
We stay at a haunted house.
Yeah. Oh, there's haunted houses around here that we're going to do.
Yeah.
I know people. Look,
I believe in ghosts.
Some of the, the haters or whatever are like, well, the Miami was the only thing. Miami was actually tacked on.
Was a side.
That was actually a side thing. Yeah. Originally, it was just going to be Richmond. And then we said, okay, let's go down to Miami. And now we're adding New York City.
Yeah, anyone who's concerned, we're still filming. We're still filming a ton of stuff over the next month. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a lot of fun. I'm in Miami. Sure, there was, me being homeless for a night and you and I fucking battling each other.
Look, dude, people argue. Like, I don't understand. Fun. Like, people get in arguments, get in fights. Like, I mean, we didn't actually get in a physical fight. We hollered at each other for a few minutes, and
they don't usually have their phones out to a live studio.
That's true. That's true. All right, that's a fair point. But I'm saying it's not the end of the world. I know some people are blowing it up, and we're good. We drove back to Richmond. It ended up being about a 16-hour journey. We had fun the whole time. We were laughing the whole way. We're still laughing now. Yes, he was rubbing my shoulders, making sure it was a good ride.
Make sure it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little reach around action. That was at
the hotel. Don't exaggerate.
And we still got the apartment. I mean, things are actually still great. So
amazing. Yeah. Well, I actually planned with a few more people. I think about 4 or 5 set events that we're going to be doing that we're still filming the show with. So yeah, there's going to be. It's gonna. I don't want to spoil the things that aren't.
Yeah, don't give it away. But
half of them.
So people that have legitimate concerns, I respect that. I respect that. Same. But people are just, trying to troll, fuck with us. I mean, no, we still got shit going on. So
it's fun. It's honestly, it's cool. But there is so much things planned right now. And so it's because I saw people in the chat who are concerned or DMing me, but don't worry. There's a lot of work being put
And so
into
we
this
have some
right
stuff
now.
we already had in Richmond. We had some stuff in DC. We have some stuff in
And then
Miami. We're going to
Miami
New York
was
City.
a little bit of a shit show. There's too many of us. There was like
yeah, it was not
we're
well
sleeping.
thought out. Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly too, it was so fucking humid there. Hard, a lot of people.
And I take a lot of the blame for that too, because I mean, and I think maybe you could say the same where. But no, it's like we're going to Miami. It's automatically we're gonna have great content. Now we still did get some good stuff. It wasn't a total waste.
Oh, you boys created some good content. You weren't fucking trying to, but you did.
Well, yeah, we have that. I mean, that's definitely. Well, look, to be honest, that's definitely gonna be part of.
Where's that $4,000 worth of content? Oh, you fucking got it all right, man.
I mean, look, that's definitely gonna be part of the show. But we also went to the bar that night, got some good footage. We have the psychic stuff. We have this stuff.
That was scary as fuck.
That psychic
I don't
bitch.
even want half of my I don't even want half of that aired because I was like, wait, are you fucking Googling me?
Yeah, you only wanted half of that aired?
Dude, she was scary accurate. No, listen, Ryan, hold on. Let me say this. We had somebody else. Let me say this. We had somebody else book the appointment so that she wouldn't have our names and be able to like look us up online and shit. We went in there. I know when I went in there, and I talked to Andy after his too, she was scary accurate. And I'm not one to believe in that shit. Maybe it's coincidence. Like, usually I'm like, fuck ghosts, all that shit's fake. Fuck psychics, all that shit's fake. There was a few, maybe it was just her psychoanalysis ability, but she was kind of scary accurate with some of the shit she was saying.
I'll tell you how. So I sit down, she flips over the cards.
You guys know what a cold reading is, right?
No,
yes, I know, but I'm just saying.
Wait, Rad. She goes, I see that you're all about business. I see you're actually here on business. And I think that you're out with a bunch of people on business. She goes, but your attitude problems going to push people away. Right after I just yelled at SoCal. I was like, bitch, are you, is there a fucking, like, that?
You know what she told me? And I think I said this the other night. I walked in, she said, you got a couple people, 2-3 people giving you great advice. And you're not listening to them. And then she said, you got a lot of people who want to see you fail and you're playing into it. And I was like, what the fuck? And she said, if you adjust course, I said, how's my year going to be? She said, if you adjust course, it's going to be great. You're going to still be doing great. If you don't, it's going to be a bad year. That's what she said.
And then Ralph today, Ralph, you're like, Andy, I want to hit the gym with you the next time you go. I'm like,
I'm dead serious.
I'm like, the psychic fucking got you.
Well, look, I'm a fat fuck. Like, I'll be the first to say, but I mean, I know I can lose weight because I lost a fucking 100 pounds not even a year ago. So
I'm gonna push you, brother.
Dude, I'm down.
So you're going with the Winston Churchill defense, are you? It's like, ma'am, I may be drunk, but in the morning I'll be sober and it'll still be ugly.
I'm gonna do it. I know people in the chat are doubting. Okay, well, just go back and look at me when I got out of jail, dude. I was fit and trim.
I listened to the David Duke interview. You were inspired, mate. Now, if you're not eating broccoli and lifting weights and naming the Jew in about 12 months, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I'm just saying, I've done it before. I know I can do it. And I understand people saying he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
It's the first 3 days, bro. It's all about the first 3 days.
So it's habit. Like, so it's easy to get into a habit of, drinking a fucking bunch of whiskey every night. It's easy to get in the habit of smoking a bunch of cigarettes every day, which I don't. I used to vape. But, it's all about habit forming. So the first couple of days, you're like, oh, especially that first day when you really work out, that shit is just... Oh, your muscles. Oof. You come back out the next day. I remember I came back out and the guy who was like pushing me to work out in the county, he said, I was just like, oh man, my arms are so sore, my legs are so sore. I don't think I can work out today. He said, no, just get started. Like in about 30 minutes, you'll be warmed up and it won't even hurt. And he's actually like 100% true. Like once you get going, all the soreness evaporates. Once your muscle starts getting stretched and you start getting warm, like all that shit goes away. Now the key is to get it started, though. That's the thing.
You'll never be like. Here's the thing: is people go, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. You'll never be ready. There's never a day where your body's like, fucking done. Let's do this. I'm all geared up. The first day I made it and I started working out here, so I'm on day 12 in a row. I'm like, fuck, I can't. And I just started running and I just ran for 20 minutes. And then I was like, okay, then wait, then boom. Now I'm at 3-hour workouts every fucking day. And it's fun. And I'm taking 20 minutes in between each hour to watch some YouTube videos and just cool down a little bit. And it's just like, you're never ready. Look, I'm going to be heading around America, all 48 continental states.
Now, did you ever think that would be something you would do at this point last year?
I didn't think moving to fucking Richmond, I just talked about it on Purple Dragon on the first hour earlier, but I literally wasn't even ready to move. I just grabbed all my electronics with no padding. I showed you the picture, right, Ralph? Remember when I opened the fucking bag? I'm like, look at this. And it's just electronics. Broke a corner of my computer screen and shit. But I was like, whatever, let's just I didn't remember. I almost missed the fucking airplane. I was eating I think a shawarma, and I'm like, fuck.
You almost missed it. You almost fucked up another flight. Yeah, but you.
Yeah,
if you eat bad shawarma, it's all right because you can achieve flight yourself.
Well, they were like, I made it there. They're like, oh, the plane's it's on the fucking runway, and I'm like, I need to be on that plane. She goes, I could call the pilot, but it's ready. And I'm like, I got my entire life on that plane. I'm fucked if I don't get. And she's like, oh shit. She phones the pilot and they walk me out in one of those yellow vests, those orange vests.
This is your captain speaking. There'll be a slight delay on the tarmac while I speak with Andy Warski.
A low IQ retard, as you can see on the left here, almost missed his flight from eating a shawarma, even though all his life possessions are on the plane. I should have been a little bit more aware, I guess. But yeah, my point with working out, you'll never be ready to fucking jump on a plane.
You just have to do it. You just have to do it. Yeah, you just have to do it. Man. Even if you don't feel good, get out there and do it. You'll feel good after. And look, I know people saying, well, this guy's a fat piece of shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Actually, I do. I lost about 103 pounds last year. And it's habit. It's easy to get out of it. I remember when I got out of jail and I was like, I've been eating this shitty food for a year. I'll just have, just a little snack. When I first got out of jail, I said, no fast food, no Cokes. I'm going to stay with that. And I got out. I was like, okay, not fast food, but I'm a good restaurant meal. Then it turned into, not a good restaurant meal. Then maybe I'll just have one Coke to wash it down. I mean, it's at the restaurant, right? That's not a big deal. I'm still in pretty good shape. I missed a couple days this week. That's McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in forever. You know what I mean? I've been in jail. I just a couple McDoubles, small fries, no big deal. I mean, the shit starts adding up. Yeah, it starts adding up.
Good to you under the
yeah.
Squeezing it out, man.
Okay, wait, I got a question for Andy about Coke, and it's not the question you think it's going to be either.
Fuck yeah.
Because I think you guys in Canada, you actually use cane sugar in your confectionaries and that sort of thing. Can you taste the difference between Coke here with the high Coke in America with the high fructose corn syrup and Coke in Canada with the cane sugar? Can you actually taste the difference?
Yeah. I think in Canada it's more flavorful, but I always stay away. I try and stay away from Coke in Canada. The soda.
It's one of the best kept little secrets in the American deep state. The whole thing about how they turn corn into sugar just to maintain some kickbacks for the boys. There's no corruption in the American system because they just legalized it. It's like it used to be called bribing a senator, but we just legitimized it and it's called special interests now. It's totally
there
cool.
You go.
It's lobbying now. Yes.
If you want to see the progress again to people who are curious about the working out and fucking positive bullshit, I started my Instagram Andy_Warski that has daily what we're doing, our entire adventure, plus pictures of my progress every single day. Just shameless little plug there.
No.
Yeah, you got one of your moderators there in the chat going, turn corn into sugar. Lol, what the fuck's he talking about, dude? If you don't fucking know about this, look it up. Yes, you fucking can turn corn into sugar.
Now that you mention it, dude, I didn't even think about that. The Coke in Canada, the soda, I have to do that in case of clipping. Coke in Canada, when you is very it's very nice. I find the pop here or soda, whatever, in the fast food places. are really watered down. It's not good. The beer here is good though.
It is a little more. You're saying the soda is thicker in Canada, or?
Yeah, a lot thicker.
Nah, just the people.
Like a giant.
Actually, the people are thicker here, no doubt about that. But yeah, you know what? It's because like I don't know if it's like this in Canada. I know it's not like this in the UK. Here in the United States, if you get a Coke from McDonald's, you can literally just sit there inside the store and drink fucking Coca-Cola all day if you want. If you're in a restaurant, you buy a Coke, you get free refills the whole fucking time. In the UK, like you have to pay per soda. It's only a little small glass. Like it's not the same. It's a different culture. I don't know if it's like that in Canada where you get unlimited refills and stuff like that. But
now we have it.
Have you ever done the thing where like you actually know one of the people who work in the restaurant and they pour you a Coke where they put their thumb over the nozzle that shoots out the water, so they just give you give you a glass of syrup.
I used to have people when I worked at McDonald's back in the day. Friends would come in and be like, "Yo, Andy, you sneak me a few burgers?" I'm like, "Dude, dude." He says in front of the manager all the time. Yo, call Andy. I like walk over to the window. Yo, what's up, man? It's like, yo, dude, if they want a free Big Mac, like that's not how this works, dude. I'm gonna lose my fucking. In fact, I have a friend. She actually worked at a Subway restaurant when and then she got fired because a friend of ours, walked in and said, "Where's Vanessa? She gives me free cookies all the time." To her manager and got fired.
Oh, dude, I used to have a friend that worked at Subway back when I was people think I'm fat. Now I used to be even fatter. And he used to work at Subway, and I would go up there and he would let me use his store discount. Oh my god, and you could get Subways for like fucking. I was getting foot long like Subway Club with bacon for like fucking $3.25 and shit, like the full meal. You're just like, what the fuck?
I'd eat all day there, dude.
Oh,
do you guys have like tuck shops in your high schools up there? You know, the one you can buy pies and pies.
Yeah. When I went to school, they would definitely have that.
Yeah, not the commissary in prison, Ralph. Talking about high school.
No, yeah, they would have Coke machines and shit. As a matter of fact, some people at lunch at school would just eat from the snack machines. That's all they would eat for lunch. They didn't go to the cafeteria or anything.
Well, they'd hire the students to work at the tuck shop at the high school I worked at, and if your mate was behind the counter, you'd just put over a 20-cent piece, and you'd walk away with like 2 pies and a whole bag of green frogs. It was great.
All right, let me read these. Let's see. Loser Man says aborted for being fake and gay. Bandit says, have you seen the Rick and Morty creator raping babies? I have seen that, and if you check, I don't know which kill stream it is, but we played that.
That dropped like 8 months ago. That was some weird shit.
It's a skit. Now, as far as I know, he didn't literally rape babies.
Skit, but it's not. But
it's very creepy.
Like I said, if you're going to joke about this content, you better be fucking funny. And a fat man on a couch grinding himself into a fucking doll is not.
It wasn't funny. It was creepy and disgusting. Mr. Man with $10 Canadian. I usually don't read out the number.
They might as well have just labeled it like this is not a comedy skit. This is just what my Hollywood friends do on a weekend.
Let me read this. I usually don't read out the numbers, but $10 Canadian in honor of Mr. Worski here in the chat. Mr. Man says, Ralph, how much did your GoFundMe raise again? I'm sure he said this in your stream earlier today too. I saw it. I'm sure the jealous faggots, which is how Andy says the word, in chats would love a reminder.
Faggots?
Faggots.
I say faggot.
Faggot. It's got a Y in there, though. But anyway.
Yeah, that's right. And it's very important. Remember, kids, like by ourselves, we're just a small twig that's easily broken. But if we band together, we'll make one magnificent faggot.
Let me read this. Best $10 I ever spent. Chat sure is acting like them about the money. Like, again, and I'll repeat this same thing me and Andy said earlier. Like, I understand, like, legitimate concerns, I completely respect. But I've not heard any from somebody who donated.
A lot more to come. What we
and we're not done from what we're doing, but
not even close. There's gonna be a lot of high quality episode.
We're not done at all. What are you eating, by the way?
I am eating the blueberry waffles with peanut butter and real Canadian maple syrup. Oh,
he went and bought the high dollar maple syrup last night while we were at Walmart too. I was like, oh my god!
And it's a tiny bottle.
You might want to lay off the blue waffles.
It's a tiny bottle, and it comes in a fucking like it's glass too, is it not?
Yeah, it's all I have from home though. I'm like looking at your maple syrup aisle. I'm like, which was like one piece. That's like in Canada we have like like the Whole Foods there, you have like literally one entire half aisle of syrups. Like it's fucking ridiculous. Oh, I love some maple. You were like, oh, syrup. There's chocolate.
I was like,
I'm like,
there's Aunt Jemima over there. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
I almost punched you.
Man, so we have an entire aisle of syrup and he's not joking either, by the way. Yeah.
No,
Andy brought up One Piece there, and I just saw an analogy. So, like, One Piece has been running for what, like 8 seasons, and it's this search for this thing that they don't even know what it is, they don't know what it does, and they may possibly never find it. And I'm thinking, let's like connect. One Piece is an allegory for Canada's search for national identity.
Yeah. I think this is it. This fucking maple syrup. I'm eating it. I'm like, it's pretty good, but.
By the way, super chat. Marl Karks says, show is way off script. We barely discussed Shane Dawson. We actually did discuss him a lot. The show is off script because it's just me, Andy, and Rand just kind of talking shit.
I think people are enjoying it, though.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, 2,500 people watching. I mean,
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but your audience has doubled since I called in. So
that's
actually,
true.
They did double since I called in, so fuck you, Rand. I'm just kidding, Rand. I love you. Actually,
I love you too, Andy.
Your accent is so soothing.
Thanks, mate.
It's sultry.
Yeah, well,
you could even say his accent was sumptuous.
Oh yeah, don't make me fucking fuck you, man.
smooth like butter. Some might say smooth like butter.
Butter. All right, let me read this. Claiborne Gregory says, Ralph, when the hell are you going to do a Richmond, Virginia meetup? You actually have a pretty big fan base area. Also, where can a person see scheduled event info? Thanks. So we did a meetup in Richmond last week. I don't think we promoted it quite as well as we could have. It was just for the Indiegogo, and the reason we didn't promote it except for like direct emails was because we were afraid, there's a lot of people who might try to call in a bomb threat or, call in police.
But now I'm okay with it, though.
Now I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
By the way, someone's gonna.
Well, wasn't that your problem? You knew that certain people were were trying to fuck with you hard, and you posted just a little bit too much info about where you were staying at.
No, I posted a picture of day 7 workout, and apparently, because Ralph's like, "Oh, I blurred out the background for you." I'm like, "Sick." Post it. Fucking, I'm like walking into the hotel. I'm like, they're all watching the live stream. I'm like, what the fuck's this? It's like the map of the street we're on. I'm like, fucking. You
really got to ask yourself then, like, who's the.
Oh, wait. Rand, are you still there? Oh, yeah. You're back. Go ahead. I think he's back. You're there.
No.
Rand, no!
Can't let Rand speak the truth.
I was going to say, no, remember what happened was. Then the next day at Ocean Drive, I'm like, by the way, we're at 1286 Ocean Drive, just so you all know. Like, honestly, I'm just start saying where we are. It doesn't matter to me anymore. In fact, it actually added more interactivity with people. So that was fucking cool. Like, tomorrow, we'll probably wait to tell people what plantation we're at.
Yeah, we definitely will have to wait, yeah. Because they won't let us in if we don't.
We're going to be like, what? We're just here to fucking learn about history. That's it. And it's like, the people that are in front of you have a gun. Oh, fucking shut up, TTS. Was that worth $3 fucking?
I mean, hey, if they want to give,
no,
they want to give.
Right?
So what? $
$10 media, they were saying. They're going to play that DuckTales N-word version of it. I don't think I could.
It's probably, look, let's be honest, it's probably going to be a disaster tomorrow.
It will be.
But
not problem.
But we're going to have fun with it regardless.
That's a Purple Dragon, by the way. Thank you for, Purple Dragon blew up a little bit over, because maybe fought.
Well, that's true. I think actually our little spat actually helped it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was, I don't know if this is correct, but I think that was the biggest stream in Purple Dragon history.
Yeah, 1800 watching 1900 on like a baby channel. There he is, Rand.
There's back. Rand. Yeah,
g'day guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Like the the mobile connection cut off when I was just visiting this local mosque.
Oh God! All right, let me read the rest of these.
What did you do there?
No, disavow. All right,
PewDiePie. ahead, Ralph.
Nihil Capitalist says we laugh, we
Yeah,
cried.
I just walked in there and said to the local imam, you know, you really ought to subscribe to PewDiePie. And then he just fell down. I didn't even touch it.
Yeah, T-Series is dropping.
Let me read this. Nihil Capitalist says we laughed, we cried, we subscribed to PewDiePie. Can't abort the retort. Can't leave any characters unused in this super chat. On. And then he says, love you, Andy.
Love you too. Thank you.
Meredith Lehman says, long time lurker, first time donor. And then she has like a happy face. Where are Gator and Zidane, and why is the chat moving at the same speed as when we were at 1,000 viewers tonight? Either way, you're proving a certain individual wrong. I don't even want to say. I really don't.
Yeah,
want to
the
say
Jews.
Yeah,
Finally, we got Andy on board.
So Gator,
it always is. It's the funny people who wear the small hats. I'm glad to see you're on board with that.
Gator's got some personal stuff going on. So does Zidane. Zidane told me he's probably going to drop in some later in the week. People, look, dude. People get burned out from this shit. And Andy's talked about this before too. It's easy to get burned out from it. I myself have gotten burned out from it. But people literally pay me every night to do a show, and so I've taken enough days off the last couple weeks that I would feel bad if I didn't do a show. Even with, look, I'm very well aware of the critics and the haters or whatever, but I would still feel bad. Where are these people coming from? But look, I would still feel bad if I didn't do a show, and I'm not gonna let that deter me. So I'm still gonna do it.
The haters should pump you up. The haters should fuel you, Ralph. The haters, whenever someone goes, fuck you, you're not gonna do it, Andy, and I do it, it's better. Then you know there's someone sulking going, oh, fucking, but he had thought he was gonna do it. And I did.
Andy, weren't you doing some Hare Krishna shit the other day, where it's like, you know, like you need to forgive your haters, like, you know,
yeah,
and like you're doing some real hippy dippy shit. And I'm just there chewing on a pencil, going like, no, you need to fucking crush your enemies.
I unblocked everyone and got 4 dick pics.
Oh yeah, and how are you rewarded for unblocking everybody?
I got 1 dick pic for real. So, I got so mad. I got so mad because on Instagram, Andy_Warski, I got a message that said, hey man, your day, whatever, 5 pic looked hot. I'm going to send you something. As a joke, I went, LOL, go ahead. And I'm like, oh, he actually meant for real. Never mind. I had to delete the dick pic, but I got a dick pic. And now everyone's saying, like, I showed my ass too on Twitter.
You did.
That was a fucking groundbreaking experience. What did you think, Ralph?
I mean, I don't know. Anything I say is going to be misinterpreted.
Well.
What do you want me to say? You have a fine ass. What do you want me to say?
The fucking geek was like, it's a lot smoother than I thought it was.
It's certainly very slappable.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude! I'm telling you, like my ass, like imagine spreading your cheeks, right? But you could do like after he hit it, it did that for like 3 seconds. Like it held that.
It was really loud, and it happened during the kill stream. It was super fucking loud, dude. Like
and it was karma for me putting my dick in your face. Remember, I'm like, "Hey, Ralph, look, my dick's in your face." Wham!
Dude, he lit you up.
What is it about major metropolitan cities in America that are on the coast, and then all of a sudden weird things are happening to people's butts?
Me and failure are around. That's what's happening.
Yeah, I was going to let you fill in the blank there, and you did. So thanks.
Remember, I kept SoCal Chris hostage in the bathroom because I was standing naked on the bed, waiting. If you come out, you're going to see my dick, and then you're gay. And he's like, "Stop it, Andy!" He's mad.
No, go ahead, finish. But I was just going to say, some people in the chat are like, view bots, dude. So there's a meme that I was too cheap to even pay the co-host of the show. Do they really think I would spend money?
People don't even know that I'm actually an artificial intelligence.
Do they really think I would spend money on view bots if I didn't even spend money on the, like, what the fuck? That makes no sense. Yeah, go ahead.
You know why there's no view bots here? First of all, it's the show is enjoyable. We're
just having fun. I realize it's not really, we're just kind of going all over the place talking. But
the audience is loving it. Obviously,
better content than last week.
You know what it feels like, and I hesitate to even use the name. same. But it feels like the Kumite back when it was watchable, where it's just like us going off, you know what I mean? I don't even like to use the name,
like
but
everyone,
yeah.
Hit like, help support these streams. Look, like people were like, Andy, you're getting 50% dislikes on Purple Dragon. Like, people are DMing me like, yo, man, this is so enjoyable. Thank you. Even the haters are like, let's see what happens to Andy next. Like, it's enjoyable to watch us succeed and to fail. I think that's what makes we're doing fucking, I think, in my opinion, better.
Well, look, there are gonna be stumbles. There are gonna be triumphs. I mean, that's.
Yeah,
I guess that's kind of the thing.
You might fight each other in a hotel once in a while. Who knows? Remember when you were hiding in the hotel room? You're like, you walk to the door. You're like, yeah, those are cops outside. I'm gonna go to bed. You turn off all the lights.
I just went in there and went to bed, and then they played some clips from where a certain individual had called, like it was on air where he had called them or whatever, and then the cops were just like, "Oh, this is nothing, whatever," and then they just left. So
yeah, and then they even screamed to the
I never spoke. I never actually spoke to the police, and I messaged Nick Makeda, and I was like, "Do I need to report this or
Props
whatever?"
on AG, he did solve that problem.
And Nick was just like, "No, I mean, you didn't actually have any contact with him." So I was like, "Yeah, you're right."
You remember how loud I screamed in that hotel room, dude?
It was really loud. It was loud enough
you were
for me to just say, "All right, go."
Yeah, you were like, you wouldn't like. You're like, no, we're gonna talk.
At first, I was like, "We're gonna talk it out," and you started screaming so loud that I was like, "Okay."
You're like, "Do you want to go?"
Well, because I thought you wanted to go. I was like, "All right, well, if you want to go," and then you started screaming so loud, I was like, "Okay."
I yelled, "Why is my life shit?" You know that? I yelled, "Why is my life shit?" I remember you opening the door, you'd be like, "Okay, never mind."
I was just like, "All right, I guess I'll just let him go. We're all about to go to jail if I don't. Like, what the fuck?"
Because I was like, if you come up to me, I might have to fight you. So I'd rather like just scare you. I was like an octopus, like using a self-defense mechanism. I fucking went off, bro.
Dude,
I was so.
You were down and you were like, you had your hands like, it was like a horror movie. Like you had your hands up on your head and you were just like screaming so loud. I knew the whole fucking 5th floor of the hotel could hear it. That was the floor we were on. I was like, eventually it like clicked in my brain. I was like, okay, like I better just let this guy go because we're all about to be fucked over. So, yeah, that's what happened with that.
Oh, dude, that was. And then, like, the next morning, I'm just like, hey, man. You're like, hey, like, you want to go do Purple Dragon? We'll talk about this at sushi. You're like, okay. Then we're laughing.
That was the funniest part, actually.
We're doing that.
That was funny. No, so look, so you came back to the hotel, and AG, I think it was AG, messaged me, and he said, look, Andy's going to come back to the hotel. You're not going to, there's not going to be any problems. He's just going to go to his room. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to chill in my room, whatever. So we both woke up around the same time. And as soon as we woke up, we were laughing and just joking around. It was all just like, okay, wow, a bunch of bullshit last night. And we were making jokes about it and everything. And then we went and got, like, let's go get sushi. We'll do a little short stream, just put it behind us. And we went and got the sushi. And we were laughing and making fun of it the whole time.
Yeah.
Then Andy turns on the camera and he said a couple things and I was like, I felt like I was being interrogated or something, and I was like,
fuck you. No, fuck that shit. All right, well then fuck you. I'm getting out. Yeah.
And he was like, let me out. And then I just got out there and made a beeline straight for the hotel. And before I think it was maybe, I don't know if it was before I got to the hotel or right when I got to the hotel, fucking Alex, another guy that was with us, messaged me and he's just like, look, Andy's kind of calmed down a little bit. We're gonna go up to the pool. Let's just,
fine.
Yeah. So we got to the pool and it was all like, man, look, it's dumb shit. Like if you've never had a friend that you fucking, yeah, that's what I was to say. If you never had a friend that you fucking argued with, like you're lying.
Yeah, it's the end of their the end of their friendships. Like, no, look, dude, he fucking. I was annoyed. You were annoyed. Everyone was. The police were annoyed. Like the world was annoyed. And so everyone was saying in the chat, "Where's the receipt?" It's literally at the end of my Purple Dragon stream. You could see AG walks up with a police report.
and shows the police report right after it happened. There's your receipt, people.
No, they actually came. I have a picture of it on my phone because I wanted to have a record of it just in case.
I'm like, that's them outside the fucking hotel. He's like, no, they're doing construction there. I'm like,
no, they
dude,
were there.
The lights are reflecting off the window right there. And I look up, I'm like, oh my God. Apparently, AG was showing me screaming, and they're like, yeah, that guy who's manically walking across the side of the building, that's him. But I like, I'm going, I don't want to be here. I'm homeless. And
they were
like,
definitely there. And by the
up.
way, while you were doing that stream, I walked up and I was going to come inside the McDonald's. They had already locked the fucking door and they wouldn't let me. By the way, it's probably good. It's probably good.
Probably better, yeah.
You're gonna come inside that McDonald's.
So it could have worked out. Yeah. Like we could have talked it out, but it was also still a volatile situation. So it's probably good that they didn't actually let me inside the McDonald's. I remember talking to the black chick that locked the door. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Let me in. There's still people inside the McDonald's. Like, what's going on?" And she wouldn't let me in. So I was just like, "All right, whatever."
I paid her extra $20. I was like, you see the guy in the pink shirt walk up, fucking lock that door. No, I would have probably ran out the other door with my luggage.
All right, let me go ahead, Rand. You're back. Go ahead, sir.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, I was just I'm in a very unique circumstance at the moment where I'm looking at three chilled bottles of beer. That I've left.
Foster's, of course.
Unfortunately, they're pop tops, and I've left my bottle opener outside. And if I leave my room, my family upon sighting me are going to say my real name. So like I'm trapped in this unique circumstance. I'm trapped in a room looking at frosty beers I can't drink.
By the way, over 3,000 here. I know some people earlier were just this is not the whatever. It's still.
You're welcome, Ralph.
Yes, it's still basically it's still basically the kill stream. Let's face it. But
no, they're all saying Foster's done. Well, I'm currently drinking Bogue's Triple X Ale, 1.4 standard drinks per bottle. James
what is
Bogue,
the
Tasmania's
ABV?
finest.
What's the alcohol level?
Yeah, I'm down in Tasmania. Come and find me, cunts. Yeah, I'm in a large island.
Rand, what is the alcohol percentage on those beers?
It's 1.4 standard drinks.
I don't know what the fuck that means. What's the percentage?
Is that?
You don't know what that means? All right, look. How many standard drinks can you have before you're no longer allowed to operate a motor vehicle?
6 or 7. What is the percentage? So here in America, they on the side of the bottle, it'll say 5%, 6%, 7%. In the case of me, I usually drink liquor, so it'll say 43%.
You just want percentage. Let me have a look. 4.9% alcohol by volume for these ones.
Oh, okay, that's not very much.
Yeah, but I already drank all the fucking wine that I cached in this room, and now I'm desperately searching around the room for some way I can open one of these bottles without damaging any of the furniture.
Man, don't worry. I cracked open a Budweiser for you over here, okay?
What about that?
No, mate. I thought you were a big Stella fan. I mean, that was the thing. I'd watch it. I see you on the streams.
I'm American now.
Oh, that's right. Oh, well, you're an American now. That's right.
Dude, we still have like a
bad news for you. You know, Budweiser technically isn't beer. It's rice wine.
Dude, we still have a full fucking case.
It's brewed with rice, mate. It's not brewed with wheat. It's fucking rice wine.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it fucking is, mate. Look it up.
Fine, I'm searching right now.
Budweiser is brewed with rice. It's not even beer.
You can still talk while I'm doing this, guys.
Yeah. Oh no! The silence just makes it all the more prominent.
Okay. Google. Okay. Bud.
Be something around here I can open a fucking bottle cap with. I'm going fucking spare here. I'm running out of wine.
Wait, here it is. You're right. Budweiser with rice, luxury or cutting costs. Sounds like someone talking about a fucking kill stream episode. Ralph, genuine.
But this is a kill stream episode where we slayed the myth that Budweiser's actually beer.
All right, so I'll open up another one. Let's see if Ralph has anything on this shelf.
By the way, I don't think
no ad, fuck off.
I remember the full. Actually, I don't know that I fully remember you buying it, but there was the full bottle of Solignaya, and it's like not even a bottle. Like it's like a fucking gallon of Solignaya vodka. No, the vodka.
Oh yeah.
The Stoli.
I bought that. Yeah.
And I remember when we were leaving Miami, like I didn't even know that we had that. Like that had escaped my memory. The thing that made me laugh earlier is during your Purple Dragon stream. Somebody said Ralph has replaced the whole thing with water.
Wish me luck. I'm gonna try and open a beer off the side of a metal box.
Drink it all. You were holding it up. You're like, oh, there's only a little bit gone. And like Ralph filled it up with the water.
Yeah, I'm like, there's more than before we left. The fuck?
Oh shit! All right, let me read these. Where the fuck?
I got it.
Dead air.
I got it.
We haven't shut the fuck up.
There hasn't been a chance for dead air. Yeah,
boys, victory's been achieved. I got one of these fucking beers open.
Yeah.
There we go. It's a boy too. I may have shook it up a little bit more than necessary.
All right, let me read these. People were very kind to donate them. Richard Rowland says, came in late. Did you guys talk about the big ISPs blocking 4chan and other sites in Australia today? No, but I promise you, I don't know if that's...
Yeah, that's happening.
We're going to talk about... So, basically, 4chan, I think 8chan are blocked.
4chan, 8chan are blocked. Kiwi Farms blocked. They're going fucking full ham, mate.
Now, that's in Australia and New Zealand, I believe, right? Has it spread
beyond
that?
Yeah, because, you know... Oh, because our governments, you know, they don't represent us. They represent Globo Homo, and you know, two faggot peas in a pod. So you know, they're doing.
Sounds like
they're
our
doing
house,
the same
bro.
shit. The one thing is like
faggot peas in a pod. Sounds like our apartment. Yeah, go ahead.
I wasn't even going to go there, but you know, you found that way there yourself.
That's too obvious.
Yeah, no comment, lads. But yeah, no. Here's the thing: like, well, if there's only one principal difference between New Zealand and Australia at the moment, is that I've got something on my hard drive that if I took a short little flight would net me some jail time. But it's perfectly fine for me to look at it right here.
They're also saying that Live Leaks is blocked too. Is that true? By the way,
yeah, that's where a lot of people are streaming it. I mean, well, look, and in full disclosure. I'm on some pretty shitty internet right here at the moment, but I thought, like, let's see if I can actually connect to dlive. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out, but yeah, you want to know what little file I was going to play?
Oh, God, you'll be gone in 10 minutes. They actually told me I could come back to dlive.
Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
They said, Ralph, you can come back to dlive.
Worst things happen in the Middle East every day.
No, but look, they said you can come back, and I said this on the air already, but I'll just repeat it. They said, Ralph, you can come back to dlive. We don't mind your show. I actually talked to their head admin, but you have to censor, like, you'll have to actively censor your chat. That's what they told me.
I'll tell you what would actually get us back on dlive, because I was very disappointed that after not being on dlive for like close to half a year, I went back there just to do the anime show just before I went on vacation. They have not updated their back end at all, and their back end is shit.
I might still, so I thought about it, I might still do like a gaming stream. So Memology's been kind enough to let us do, you know, our show here, but I don't feel, you know, I feel like I'm taking advantage if I just fire up a gaming stream or some bullshit stream. So I just try to keep it to like the main shows. So I might still go over there and do a gaming stream or something.
I haven't been able to call in since you went back on YouTube, and there was this thing I absolutely wanted to roast you about, and now I'm going to roast you. So you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, so the first night you were back, you were so excited. Oh, I feel so good. I feel so comfy to be back on YouTube. It's so great to be back. And then the next couple of days, you started saying things like, "Oh, I can't play that. Oh, have a look. Have a look at this. Can you guys have a look at this in private? I'm not sure if I can play it. Oh, there's this song I really want to play, but I don't know if I can fucking play it. Yeah, it feels good to be back, doesn't it? Yeah, it feels real good to be fucking back.
I started thinking, plus it's somebody else's channel ran, so like on StreamMe, I could play, you know, pretty much whatever intro and outro I wanted. Maybe it was a little sketchy. Whether
well, go put on the pole anthem and then and God is a Spirit. Go play that right. You can play it right now.
Yeah, there's
yo, Rob. Remember when I did my first StreamMe? And I made the intro for the AIU Warpath, and it was like slight porn. It was like to the edge of porn. Even streaming, we were like, "All right, Andy, chill the fuck out." Like, they were like, "Dude, what the fuck was that?" I'm like, "What?" He said I could do anything I want. I'm like, anything.
They were pretty. I miss StreamMe. I'm not gonna lie. I do miss StreamMe, and the fact I'm still mad that they just deleted it out of.
Oh man, everyone was bitching about StreamMe while it was happening, but like I tell you what, you truly don't appreciate something until it's gone.
You
like
know,
once,
though, that
once,
they
once
still
streaming
have that
got fucking
technology.
waxed, like you realized,
No,
oh
they-
shit, there's
look,
literally nowhere else I can go where I can drop the N-bomb
It was
and
all
play God as
fucking-
a Serb and yeah.
Rambot. It was all
Yo.
business. It was all business. I'm telling you guys, anyone who believes that it was all business, they fucking sold that to Scuffed or whatever. The fucking technology.
I know the story. They ran it for 18 months to
used
test their software.
Fucking doxing his family as a guise to be the reason. That's fucking bullshit. They just thought it was a good moment to do it. I think the Scream At Me did it all on business.
I'll tell you something, mate. I'll tell you something. Before the whole kerfuffle happened and Ralph went on dlive and then stream me and all that, I was actually involved in a motor vehicle accident and broke my fucking leg coming off my motorbike, and I spent like 6 weeks sitting around the house. Now, that was fine because like I had a lot of sick leave saved up. But if I'd fucking known about Stream Me then, before everyone else got on there, I could have topped that fucking leaderboard and I could have been making $650 a week while sitting on my fucking ass with my ankle in a cast.
By the way, let me
I kick myself every day thinking about it. Fuck, I could have made $4,000. I could have made $4 fucking grand if only I knew that thing existed.
Let me point this out. I see, there's the whole. By the way, I'm absolutely not botting. I don't even know how to bot, but whatever.
Yeah,
but I see people in the chat and they're saying
mad about it.
But wait, they're saying, well, why isn't chat moving? I don't know if people in the chat realize this, but I'll just go ahead and say it publicly. If you
hit live chat,
yes, hit like first. But if you use a curse word in this chat, it gets held for review, and it has to be manually approved. And that's just, I don't know if Mamology enabled that on his channel or what. So that's one thing. So I see a lot of messages that other people don't see. So if you post a link or if you use a curse word or especially a slur, it automatically gets held. And the mods could attest to this as well.
Live chat's getting censored as well, is it?
Yeah, so I see a fuck you, cunt. It automatically gets held, and somebody has to show.
You can't even drop the C word. Can't even say "see you next Tuesday" on YouTube.
And there's Mamology right there. He said those are not bots. Yeah, I know they're not, but people, they're like, well, why can't I see everything that's going on in chat? It's because if it's a curse, it automatically gets held. So
hit live chat, and then you can see all the ends.
No, you can't. You have to be a mod to see. So like, I don't know.
No, you can't even say N on live chat anymore, mate. It's gone.
Yeah, I'll take a
Well, you
screenshot.
can't even say the N word on dlive, but like there's censorship's pretty easy to go around. You just type N and then exclamation mark GGER.
No, you could donate.
So just a pro tip for the listeners.
To TTS though on me, Purple Dragon, while I'm near a bunch of black people and watch the hilarity ensue.
You wait till Andy Worski's trying to eat a burger, and then you call up the fat black woman and tell them that Richard Spencer's sitting there in the thing. He's the Canadian Richard Spencer. He wants to talk about slavery.
My Uber points were down 0.5 out of 5 stars because the other night, and the guy took a picture of me, and Uber emailed me saying that I was being hateful.
Oh, did they actually send you an email back?
You weren't dropping the N-bomb in any cars,
I was reported for hateful and unwanted contact. But I'm still
now I've got a solid plan in place, right? Because I figure that if I start using Uber, most of my Uber drivers are going to be Arab. So I'm going to get in the car and I'm going to start dropping some facts about Israel, and they're going to love it, and they're going to vote me 5 stars out of 5.
All right, let me read these. Let's see. Nihil Capitus says, Andy, tell them how grade A amber is best on.
A what?
Grade A amber is best, is what he said.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, I'm assuming it's maple. It has something to do with maple syrup, maybe.
Oh, the amber. Yeah. I'm not. I'd have to. Oh shit! I have grade A amber right now.
Oh, is that what that is?
It is fucking delicious. Yes, it is. That's what I got.
All right, let's see. Another super chat. Bonezone says PewDiePie went sicko mode in that mosque. Claiborne Gregory says Ralph, Ralph, you cunt. Claiborne Gregory says, you didn't answer my question. How much cash does a fan have to pay to qualify for local meetups? Andy said the RVA meetup was private. Well, the first one we just privately, put out there to. Yeah, I was about to say, you don't have to pay us to meet up with us.
Let's do one. How about this? Okay, let's do one on Friday.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
All right, everyone. Friday, Virginia meetup. We'll I'll tweet
Virginia.
about it.
Yeah.
I won't be streaming it just for people who are uncomfortable on camera. Plus, if I'm trying to get my dick wet, I don't want any fucking onlookers. I have to stop talking sometimes. Yeah, for Friday evening, let's say 9 p.m. Not too late, not too early.
No, that's fine. Well, I have to do the show at 9 p.m.
Shit, fine.
Let's do it. Look,
Saturday.
Let's do it Saturday. Yeah, I was going to say, let's do it on
Saturday.
the weekend.
All right, Saturday, cool.
Let's do it Saturday. I have no obligations, and we'll just do it. Stacy Martire says, love you, Andy, but stop dropping rolls for fires, not fights. Then she says, oh, and nice ass.
Fuck yeah.
She says, nice ass. LOL.
My ass was pretty fucking phenomenal. It's getting better, too.
All right.
Some fucking whore on Instagram. I'm going to punch her in the fucking face for coming on my shit.
I like this. I like the Spike Man says, God bless Rand, sub to PewDiePie, RIP Shane's kitty. And then it has like the sad QQ face. Soren W gave a super chat, didn't say anything. $10 super chat, thank you. Swan Scrubman says, Ralph, calling it now. If you do the plantation stream, Right Wing Watch will report it. We'll report on it, and Mamology's channel will probably be taken down. I don't really think so, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'll talk with Mamology. I mean, if he actually told me not to do it, we would maybe figure something else out. But I don't know. I mean, it's not us saying. Honestly, and this may sound like a joke or a LARP to some people. I've never been to one of these plantations, and I actually would like to hear some of the history of it and like.
I'd love to own one.
Oh God. I'm being dead serious. Like, not about the owning the plantation, but I would like to hear. I would like to, I guess I'm just a fucking faggot like that. Like, I like history stuff. Me and my wife, every time she comes to town, almost, we go to the Virginia Fine Arts Museum, or is it VM? It's the VMFA. Yeah, the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. Great museum, by the way, here in Richmond. I don't know. I like history stuff. We went to the Civil War Museum last time. I would actually kind of like to hear some of it. Mechazard says, gas the bikes, race car now. Ferd Reich says, Ralph, if this Leaf intends on staying here, he needs to respect our nation's flag. And he looked disgusting. Unsaluted flag protruding before VFC during the national anthem. Very disrespectful.
What? I was holding my heart the whole time.
Did you disrespect the flag?
I was holding my heart.
By the way, Mamology said Ralph is trending. We're being recommended now on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, YouTube.
Your fucking show's done, Ralph. Fuck
it's
you.
Over. It's over. By the way.
Yeah. It's over, party. Stupid.
Let me see if I can find. I used to check this all the time, but it's been a while. Let's see. I'll check the live YouTube list. Now, even sometimes when we would have thousands of viewers, we wouldn't even be on the live list. Let me look at this live now. Yeah, we're trending number 15 live, right below Peppa Pig.
That was like our battle in Miami was trending, I think. It was trending not for the positive reasons, but for interesting reasons,
Positive reasons.
Fucking positive? What is it? Fucking AIDS? Go ahead, Ralph. Make them laugh.
Uninspired thought. I'll just pass. Uninspired thought says Ralph's not botting. YouTube finally allowed Mamology's live icon to show up on the subs panel. Congrats, boys. Thank you, sir. And then one more uninspired thought says Rory Coe will find you now. I shouldn't even have read that, but I did. Yeah, okay. I think we're all caught up. Now let me read this article because this was actually what is even on the marquee. Okay, so now at this point I have to just make sure we cover everything on the marquee, and then we can wrap up. But this
and hit like, you faggots.
Hit like.
Go ahead, Ralph.
Exactly. Now let me see if I can find. So when you embed this article on Twitter or on Slack or on Discord, it says incels. It literally says this. Now this means it was the original like the original URL, but they changed it. I think Memology was asking for the Discord link. Is that what he said? Well, I'll look at chat and we'll see. It's not as long a delay on here. Is that what he's asking for in the chat? Discord link. Okay, I'll send it to him and have him post it. There goes the Discord link. Now
Rand's dead, by the way.
Is he? Did he drop out?
Yeah, he's been gone for like
no,
fucking 10 minutes.
he fell out. What the fuck happened to you, Rand?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, there he is.
Hey, sorry, I think I found the dead spot in my room where it doesn't like the mobiles. So I'm gonna try and avoid that from now on.
All right, let me read this. This was the original headline. Incels refuse to surrender data on Christchurch terror accused. Now,
it's not actually in the headline.
Yeah, and plus it's not actually. So what he refused to provide data, the police just messaged him and said, we want data on everybody posting anything Kiwi Farm. So the headline in and of itself is kind of fucking libelous, to be honest with you. They said, well, we want all IPs or everything of people, that have basically have ever posted about this shooting on your website.
You're irrelevant Pacific Island nation. Doesn't command any power over me. I'm a incorporated company in Florida, and you can't fucking touch me. Free speech, bitch. Like that.
That was an epic response. I have to say, it's probably one of the best ever. Now here we go. Here's Memology. Those saying in chat the stream was viewbotted. LOL. Take this, fags. Maybe I shouldn't read it out. But
you get a few people asking if you're going to take callers. Are you going to actually take callers?
I think I will take a few. Why not? What do you think, Andy? Should we take a few?
Oh, they also want you to post the Discord because apparently a few people want to get on. They don't have the Discord.
All right, I put the Discord link out though a minute ago.
Andy loves talking to people. Don't worry about Andy.
All right, let me read this. Let me read this. We'll talk about this, and then we'll take some callers, and then we'll go away. The American operator of a controversial website has smacked down a request by New Zealand police to hand over data linked to posts and videos that appeared on the site as the Christchurch terrorist attack unfolded in small, irrelevant island nation and a shithole country, which is a direct link to Trump.
What the fuck did you just email to me, you little bitch? I'll have you know that I'm a senior sergeant and I've sent over 300 requests for information emails in my service career.
All right, let me read the rest. Moon is a former administrator of HRT, the online message manifesto hours before allegedly carrying out New Zealand's deadliest terrorist attack. Kiwi Farms, 8chan, and a third online message board called Vote are popular with incels, involuntary celibates, and online
a fucking piece of shit.
They don't like each other, Australia and New Zealand, do they?
You don't just pull yourself off a girl and suddenly have a better opinion in New Zealand.
All right, let me read this. Moon, that's Josh Moon, owner of Kiwi Farms. The Kiwi Farms impresario, as I used to dub him, an alt-right, anti-feminist, pro police are working on. He wrote that March 17th, and they go some more about that. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Moon shot back, is this a joke? I'm not turning over information about my users. The person responsible for posting the video and manifesto PDF is myself. He continued, I feel real bad for you guys. You've got a quiet nation, and now this attack is going to be the first thing people think of for the next 10 years when they hear the name New Zealand, but you can't do this. Tell your superiors they're going to make the entire country and its government look like clowns by trying to censor the internet. You're a small, irrelevant island nation, barely more recognizable than any other nameless Pacific sovereignty. You do not have the clout to eradicate a video from the internet, and you do not have the legal reach to imprison everyone who posts. New Zealand authorities for their efforts to remove footage of the rampage, which was live streamed by Tarrant and has been circulating online ever since. By the way, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Moon
and you know
says-
what they did to him?
ahead,
Like,
yeah.
they tried to collate him with school shootings in 2016, and like that was their snapback. In they posted his fucking picture, and then in the picture description, there's a Moon has been linked to school shootings in America in 2016. Like he wanted to, like, absolute fucking, like, this is the yellow press. This is gutter
by the way,
journalism.
Josh killing
right?
it, the show formerly known as the Kill Stream, killing it. I know a certain person probably not feeling too good right now. That despite a warning, by the way, this whole response, despite a warning from New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern that any
There was a faggot law bit there. I fucking lost myself.
Then he says, "Fuck
and
you."
they went to publish it. They published it.
Let me
Got
read it.
a bunch of
Let me get
faggots
through it.
and it's international news.
He said, "Fuck you and fuck your shithole country. Kiwi Farms has nothing to do with New Zealand. Our name is a pointed jab at some of the mush-mouthed autistic people we make fun of. Absolutely nothing about our community is New Zealand-oriented."
That's hilarious.
Then they
I'm
try
gonna
to-
fucking actually run, Ralph. I have
Yeah,
to,
go ahead.
I'm gonna do some planning for tomorrow. Everyone, Purple Dragon tomorrow. Let's say around 11 noon.
Yeah,
Ralph and
noonish.
plantation tour with TTS turned on.
Andy, soon as we got you here, like I got to ask, like, with the Purple Dragon thing, you understand that, like, when this is how it works for me. I understand I'm a unique individual, but like, I hear Purple Dragon, I keep thinking of Bad Dragon. I keep thinking of all those videos of, like, girls going down on big plastic dicks.
Oh, that's hot.
No, I'm wondering, did you do that? Did you do that on purpose?
No, I did that. Okay, it started out as like a brainstorming session between me and Failure. It was supposed to be a channel where it's just like chilling out, right? Playing games and talking. Like it was like a bar. We were thinking of like bars that would be set in like a synth cyberpunk type world. And then we saw that movie. What's that movie? Blade Runner, the original.
Yeah, Blade
had
Runner,
a bar called it had the White Dragon. So I just was like Purple Dragon. Turns out Purple Dragon is actually a dildo company. So that's something. Some shit, and we have a lot of things planned for like a North American tour. We're gonna do America, me and Failure. Sure, Ethan will jump on a few of the adventures.
Definitely.
And Canada too. Think about Canada and going over to Europe.
If you people are going to hop on the Purple Dragon,
oh, people are going to be hopping on it for fucking.
I think I'll make videos of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like hopped on a Purple
I don't
Dragon.
want to live there. Just this visit. That was the idea. But,
yeah.
You go to California. You just go there to have a good time. Before you know it, like, you're ordering stuff from purpledragon.com and you're live streaming it.
Yeah, but Purple Dragon as well as Andy Worski.
Well,
Thank you, Mr.
Andy,
Worski. Appreciate
I
it.
got an easy get for you, Andy. Andy,
sure. Yeah.
Do you believe that IQ tests are real?
Yeah, maybe in some sense.
All right, well then you're already doing better than your former co-host. He doesn't believe IQ tests are real anymore.
Wait, what?
No, seriously. You didn't follow that. He's in a big fight. He's in a big fight with old hype right now. It's funny, like a Jew sent him $25,000, and all of a sudden he's denying that IQ exists.
That's what I was saying. Look, the reason I said IQ test, I said somewhat, is because IQ and an intelligence is also in my opinion, when you are good at social interactions with people, you're able to like read how people are reacting. Therefore,
are you talking about having a high verbal IQ?
Yeah. Something like that. Now, I do believe in IQ. Yeah, he started like the Duke gave him a bunch of fucking money, and what happened? Oh, apparently now he's as halsey as his fucking secondhand man. Apparently doesn't want any alt writers on anymore. Disavows a bunch of them and then denies.
Yeah. And we'll drop the second shoe on that. We'll drop the second shoe on that. It wasn't just some Jew who gave him $25,000. It was Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein, yes.
Yeah, the fucking
he of fucking pedophile island.
By the way, there's a big story about Epstein that we
seven fucking times.
Your part 2 of my video. I had to part 2 of my JF video. I talk about that the first 20 minutes, and as well as all that, he's basically trying to like use just random things of slander to attack his opponents. And he's fucking failing miserably. He doesn't have any cohesive thoughts that are like, okay, his most like intelligent and cohesive thoughts are stuff you could read in a fucking book. He doesn't understand how to interpret what's actually happening in reality. And
I wouldn't completely shit on that property, because you got to understand, like, everything that's going wrong in society today, the solutions that have already been written down in books, and what we need is charismatic people who can disseminate that information for easy digestion for people. But his thing is like, look, he's already put it out there, like that he's said that he's corruptible. He said that, like, I do this for money. It is my income, and I make money from this sort of thing. And he gets $25,000, and all of a sudden, like, the principles I held before, I no longer hold them. I now currently hold this principle. Yeah, till the $25,000 runs out.
No, but hang on. But his what I meant by just the book and written stuff, he doesn't understand what's happening in reality. Meaning, people can look at certain things that he does as creepy, right? But in his reality, he's like, how is this creepy? I am just fucking a bunch of retards. What do you mean? This is fine. And he doesn't acknowledge, maybe this is pretty fucking weird. Yeah, no, I get it. Like that, like, he doesn't know. And how could you have someone read a bunch of things that are a wealth of knowledge and expel it to the world when he can't even understand reality? He is malleable. He's for sale. He's like an Ian Miles Chung, just more French.
No, I'll call him something even worse. I'll say that he is a politician. Because the politicians' loyalties can be bought by special interests, and then they'll dissimulate to the mass what the special interests are paid for. So you can call him this, you can call him that. I'll just call him like may Allah forgive me, but he is a politician.
But Rambo, if the right person throws him $50,000, this dude's wearing a towel on it saying Allah Akbar tomorrow.
Well, I tell you what, if I fucking win,
Rand, you died.
Oh no,
Rand, no.
That's a good fucking little fucking.
That was a good little segment there before you head out.
That was no, and everyone. I want to thank everyone for being supportive. If you hate on me, thank you for motivating me. And we're going to keep enduring this. And yeah, so Andy Worski, Purple Dragon, and _Worski on Instagram. and Andy Worski on Twitter.
Thank you, Mr. Worski. I appreciate it, sir.
We're gonna kill it.
We're gonna have fun tomorrow. I'll see you soon. I might roll by actually tonight.
I don't think we'll have fun, dude.
You want to go out to eat tonight? You want to go get something to eat tonight?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, I'll see you.
All right, peace, bro. Later, man.
All right, peace out. All right, Rand, I think he might be dead. Oh, no, he's back. Rand, what's up? Okay, I still can't hear him. While he's not able to talk, let me. Oh, there you are. Okay, let me read this. Let me read these real quick. Dave the Impaler says Ralph 3700, Droom 67, or excuse me, 650. I don't know who that person is. He's so far beneath my radar. Yo, Crunch says Discord link now. Quote your boss. I did throw that out. Solid says, are you going to take college? I am, actually. Yellow Boy Black 678 says,
I'm
Ralph,
looking forward to the callers, man.
Yeah, I am too. Yellow Boy Black 678 says, Ralph, if you can take Andy to Belle Isle and in the summer, take lovely Nora there. Okay, I'll put that up on the search here. Make sure I remember that. Colonel J, by the way, good guy, says Cal on Suicide Watch. Nihil Capitus says NZ police posturing online is laughable on. Meredith Lehman says, you're doing so well tonight. Why are you ending early? Well, we're not. It doesn't look like we're going to at this point. It's time to celebrate. Ralph is back. I think this might be this might even be bigger than the return stream than we had the first night. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I did want to say earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt Andy's flow. Whoops, then self-insert. I didn't want to interrupt Andy's flow, but yeah, you cracked $4,000 there.
Yeah, I see Black Pigeon Speaks in the chat. Shout out to him. He's a good guy as well. He said, where are we in the show? I said, Ralph. Oh, Freudian slip.
Yeah. I like Black Pigeon Speaks, and I like folk like him, and that, like people give him a lot of shit, but they don't understand that it's very important to have people who are normie presenting.
That's true. All right, so yeah, we are going to talk about the Sargon thing because I think. Well, let me look at the marquee again. I think so the incel scare that was this article. Shane Dawson. We talked about. We will play Sargon's video before. By the way, I haven't seen Sargon's video yet.
I saw it. I never got around to watching it because
I haven't watched it because I like that. Usually, I like to watch these things on air, so I haven't seen it. Just the title in and of itself.
What was it like? Don't blame Christchurch on Gamergate. Jesus Christ! Look, let it go, Carl. Like Donald Trump is never going to say Gamergate did nothing wrong. Just fucking let it go, mate.
By the way, the likes have surpassed the dislikes. There's a war going on there. If you feel like liking, please go ahead. If you feel like disliking, go ahead as well. I see Mamology plugging it in an archive channel in chat. Subscribe to that as well if you're interested. Let's see. Meredith Lehman says, also, I must have missed my previous super chat. I was talking how Zoom BTFO'd. Will the pedo be complete now? Sorry, I'm not fluent. I did read the first. I did read it. You said I was proving him wrong. I did read that one. You might have missed it, though. Thank you. Even though you're not fluent, I appreciate the support very much. Afroman John says, how much would I have to pay you to read Francis E. Deck's letters in the same tone as the Josh Moon email? Not that much, really. 10, 20 bucks. Probably. I don't know. I'm a cheap date. Spanish Inquisition says, Josh just BTFO'd an entire country. Josh, that really was probably his shining moment right there. I have to say. It's going to be hard to top that. And it was excellent. I can't say anything else about it other than that. I think you would agree with that, right, Rand? Is he dead again? What the fuck? Rand, are you there?
No, there you go. No, wait.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'll put him back in green room. I see he's talking to some family there. I'll pull him back in a minute. Ferd Reich says, I just found a pile of ashes, silicone bags, and dilation plugs in the woods, arranged in the words Josh Live and 5. Nick Thibodeau says, stop view botting, Ralph. 1K views in an hour. I absolutely am not view botting. That's the dumbest fucking allegation that I've heard yet. Inquisitor BC gave $1. He didn't say anything, though. Much appreciated. Black Pigeon Speaks in the regular chat says, Ralph, you really need to take a look at Jordan B. Peterson, or JBP's, I believe that's who he's talking about, new lobster collection. This is not a joke. Then he leaked something that linked something that didn't show up because if you link in the chat, it doesn't. What the fuck? This is apparently Jordan B. Peterson. You can own lobster merchandise. I don't.
Oh.
What is this in reference to? Because I forgot.
Do you remember when he had that interview with that?
Oh, with the blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can get your lobster merchandise there. I don't fucking know. I'd actually forgotten all about that. All right. Rand, are you okay now? Rand is dead.
Hello? No, I'm here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now before.
Oh, you're just in time for the big show. Hang on. Ready? Oh, I don't know if the microphone's picking that up. Hang on.
Oh no! No!
All right. I'll stop it. I'll stop. Well, I can't
cut that off.
I can't stop the stream midstream while I'm on a stream. Did you like how meta that was?
No, that's not like that. All right, now what I'm gonna do? Oh, one more super chat. Inquisitor BC says the day the shooting happened, I was a little worried. It was Rand being exceptional, and yes, that was Nora speaking in the background.
I got fucking hammered with like DMs and shit like that. Was that you? No, it was not me. I didn't do it.
Dude, it was everywhere.
There's more than one. There's more than one Australian in this country of 22 million.
Actually,
people.
in the thread when it originally happened, somebody had posted a picture of me from the Waffle House.
No,
stream.
that's what I thought. I thought that was it.
Somebody posted a
my
picture
Twitter.
of me in the Waffle House stream where I'm just like, what the fuck? That's bullshit. Like they posted that in the original fucking poll thread. Oh my god! I didn't see it when it happened, but somebody sent me a screenshot of it. I wonder if I can find that.
I thought I was going to get fucked hard because, like, in the original 8chan thread, they said Randbot no or something. I think they just said Rand no, and I thought, okay, here we fucking go. I'm going to get showered in about 12 hours. Didn't happen, but
let me see. Oh, here it is. Hold on, I still have it. Let me pull this up. It's a little. I'll have to minimize it. That's in the original thread. It's actually from the Waffle House. From the look on my face.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody happened to have the thread up and they're like, Ralph, did you know you were in this thread? I was like, no, I didn't. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, sorry. I have to compose myself. All right.
No, I'll tell you what. Like, I had this experience, like, because I'm doing a family thing, meeting a lot with a lot of older folk and that, and so they're boomers, and they have ice cold boomer takes. One thing I noted though was there was like fucking zero sympathy for the victims, as it were.
Yeah,
and a lot of people are sort of nodding their heads and going, we watch it every day, like the shit they do to us. And look, it's funny. Like there's that, like people won't say white people or Western people and that sort of thing, but people intrinsically get it that they attack us. Like nobody's like building him a fucking plinth or anything like that.
Let me say
but
first
they're
off,
saying like, well, the attitude seems to be, well, that's
I will say first off, I don't support. Obviously.
No, I don't publicly about terrorism.
The media response to this has basically played into the stated goals of
the shooter. Did exactly what he said.
Yeah, they did exactly.
Hey, journalists, check out my manifesto. I bet you're going to do this. Okay, we'll show him. We're going to do exactly that.
And they did exactly that. And they started reporting, obviously, the Candace Owens thing was like the biggest joke of all time. And they started reporting on that like it was true. And line after line, the subscribers to PewDiePie, they just played right into, I mean, they're just so predictable and gullible. And I asked this question on Twitter. I think I was talking to you, actually. Or was somebody on Twitter. I was like,
yeah, I sent you a couple of days.
Are they just stupid, or do they actually believe what they're saying? And so
I think they're so in their thing, and because of course, like you have to understand, journalists can't say what they want. They absolutely can't say what they want. Like what journalists say is some of the most controlled speech on this fucking planet. And they can't fucking deviate.
They're not that dumb, though, right?
Up on Twitter,
they're not that dumb. They're putting this out there. Hold on. Wait. Rand.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Hold on. What I'm saying is they know what they're doing, right? It's not it's not something where they're dumb and they're just playing into this guy's hands. They're actually using this as a bludgeon, and they know what they're doing. They know,
and some of them are in on it.
Yeah, okay.
And like that's part of the combination there. Like some people know what's really going on, and some people are useful idiots. And the fact is, that the reason you get what looks like dissent happening is because like people are useful idiots and they don't actually know like what to say, and so they say the wrong thing, and people seize on it and they go, oh yeah, look at this reporter has a hot and different take, and then you follow it less than 6 hours later, the machine has moved in and a retraction is immediately issued.
Look, and I want to say, and I see Mamology in the chat, like, I'll say the same thing I said publicly. I mean, I just said it just now. Like, I completely disavow political violence of any sort. The only way I would put a caveat...
I said it right from the start. I don't think this sort of thing helps.
Look, the only way I would avow a political violence would be is if somebody was attacking you first and it was a response. You know what I mean? Like, say you go out to a presentation or like a demonstration and somebody attacks you or whatever, like, you have the right to respond. I don't support... I mean, this was a disgusting attack, and I've said that on Twitter. I say that every time it's been asked me. I didn't even watch it because I don't want to see it. Like, I don't want to see people get massacred, and it's just not something I'm interested in. So
well, let me just say two completely unrelated things, right? Completely unrelated. You're not supposed to draw any conclusions.
No, wait. Just wait. Let me just play the Sargon video, Rand. Let me just let me just play. let me just get to Gamergate. Can we do that? Okay.
Well, Gamergate's dead because Trump didn't tweet about it.
Well, according to Sargon, it's not dead. Let me pull this up. Now, I don't... Can I pull up his channel and actually see the thumbnail? Let me scroll down. Now, the thumbnail has Vivian James, literally, with an FBI seal, and then it says innocent in letters there. Gamergate, the title of the video is Gamergate is not responsible for Christ Church. And by the way, I see people... I really don't even understand. I mean, I know people can selectively clip, but I've stated the whole time my views on the incident, so they haven't changed.
Oh, look, you're fucked anyway with selectively clipping.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. All right.
If I decided to clip you just from this episode, I could have you saying that you support eating puppy shit.
All right, I just wanted to show the thumbnail. Let me go ahead and pull it up. You're gonna have to listen on your phone, Rand. Let me play it right now.
They're doing exactly what he wanted. Every single thing that the shooter wanted, they are doing because they are fucking stupid or unbelievably arrogant and think that there won't be consequences from them doing this. Why? Why would you dredge up Gamergate and try and connect it to the Christchurch shooting? Just because it's meme culture. This is anything that comes off the internet is drenched in this kind of culture. Everyone knows this. It's not even...
Now, wait. Let me pause it at 27 seconds. Maybe there was an article or a Twitter or something out there, but I didn't see many people talking about Gamergate when this happened. Where's this coming from? I don't know. All right, 27 seconds. Let's continue.
It's not from any particular political wing. It's just about people having fun on the internet. That's the sort of general milieu of the thing, the texture of internet dialogue. That's what it looks like. So anyone who comes out of that, regardless of political persuasion, regardless of the things they believe or the things they do, are going to be like this. Like, this punishing Gab for what some shooter posted on there is unbelievable. Notice that Facebook wasn't punished in return, and the guy fucking live streamed the massacre on there, right? This is just unbelievable. But anyway, right, so let's go through.
Sargon,
thank God One Angry Gamer is doing good work, as usual, right? Censorship reigns supreme during politically motivated tragedies that the mainstream media can use to inculcate plebeians of their own agenda. That's exactly it. That's exactly what they're doing. They are absolutely trying to desperately maintain control of a narrative that they've already lost control over.
Right? By the way, let me pause it again at one, and I don't know if I'm going to play the full video or not. let me just
don't
say
play
that
the
actually,
video.
I mean,
It goes
actually,
on
what
for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but what he said at the beginning, the media's playing right into the guy's hands. I mean, that's absolutely true. That's what we just said. And then Gamergate came into this. Like, and I saw Kim in the chat. She's a longtime viewer of the show. Like, I haven't seen anybody mentioning Gamergate. Where the fuck is this coming from in the first place? I don't.
Because it's all he's got. If all you've got is a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
All right, let me continue. 123. We'll play a few more minutes. Let me start right now.
Right. And so, apparently, Gab, we're getting reports that New Zealand ISPs have banned dissenter.com until it is, quote, censorship compliant.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Dissenter is not involved in.
You know what?
the
Sorry,
events of New
with the
Zealand.
thing dropping out constantly.
It's okay.
Do you want to just give me? Do you want to give me a promotion so I can just drop straight in there?
Yeah, might as well. Let me just.
Like I swear I won't drop in while you're doing live streams. Drop the M-bomb.
You should be able to just drop in and out at this point. All right, let's continue at 141.
Obviously, why on earth? And Gab wasn't responsible for the guy posting on their social media profile previously, service previously, any more than Facebook or Twitter are. Unbelievable amounts of partisanship regarding alt tech and Silicon Valley.
Where's the Gamergate part?
I don't even know why they would want Silicon Valley to be the arbiter of these things. I mean, I assume it's because they feel that Silicon Valley is eminently controllable through various moral and legal strings. But like Gab say, their content moderation standards follow US law. It's complete, like the letter of the law. Unlike Twitter, which Tim Pool pointed out on Joe Rogan's podcast, Twitter don't follow American law. Twitter are actually meddling in US elections by preventing American citizens from accessing the public square, the dialogue that is legally declared to be Donald Trump's Twitter feed. Remember, this isn't just me pulling it out of my...
What is he talking about, Rand? What in the fuck? Where is the... Oh, God. I've yet to see the Gamergate part. All right, 233. I just...
This is the US courts that have declared this, right? Whereas foreign governments can do this. Foreign governments can use this as much as they want, propaganda as much as they want, but US citizens can't even get engaged because of Twitter standards, which are not in line with US law. They're far advanced, much more in line with like German law, frankly. And fantastic point by Tim Pool, honestly, in that podcast. It really feels like shit's speeding up at the moment, and I'm getting genuinely worried about it. But Dissenter have done absolutely nothing wrong here, obviously.
Okay, so Dissenter, that's not Gamergate though. Like, should I skip ahead? Is there a part where Gamergate is actually mentioned? Like, I don't understand what's happening here.
Well, where credit's due. He's not wrong in those 2 points he made there.
Yeah, but where's the Gamergate part coming from? That's what I...
Well, he's reaching, as I said. Like he got all he has is a hammer, and everything looks like a nail. And he refuses to.
Okay, I see.
I honestly don't know what Sargon's vision of a perfect Britain looks like. I think it's a thing where like everyone looks like all the colours of the rainbow, but they act British. And I got bad news for Sargon. That's simply just not going to happen.
All right. By the way, somebody said 6 super chats at 4K viewers. No, I've had like, I mean, I don't want to brag. I don't know, but like 40. I'm not 40, but probably about 25 super chats. So, God, they're just reaching for anything at this point. But I do see this part of the video now. It says, let's see, good example.
Hang on, sorry, you're going pretty long, aren't you? At the moment, like.
We usually
I'm discombobulated because I'm in a different time zone at the moment. You don't usually go this long.
Yeah, there's Mamology in the chat. I mean, he has no reason to lie for me. He can see the same thing I can see. Let's see. So I guess this is a piece from Esquire. Increasingly, many observers believe the history of this era will begin with Gamergate, the online revolt from the darker corners of the gaming community that eventually morphed into a vehicle for disaffected young men to lash out at a world that was denying them what they felt was theirs. I'm reading very small type, by the way. This is now the world of incels and the particular brand of white nationalism that fueled the alt-right and, yes, Donald Trump. The shooter used language about invasions and replacement by non-white immigrants that echoed the white nationalism that has risen to prominence in America, including at Charlottesville. White marchers chanted, they did chant, Jews will not replace us. And then there's another, I guess this is...
Well, the Gamergate didn't chant Jews will not replace us. the white nationalist gathering in Charlottesville.
Yeah, that's
chanted
totally
Jews will not
separate.
replace
Yeah,
it.
I don't know. They try to draw a line from.
They weren't
from
wrong,
there.
by the way. But
Let's see.
fully in support of them.
Daily Dot. Apparently, Brianna Wu made a Facebook post. I didn't see it. Said I had
somebody who had a traumatic surgical event had an opinion.
Brianna Wu said I had multiple meetings with the FBI about violence being planned on 8chan, the site where the Christchurch killer seems to have been radicalized. I gave them evidence of these illegal activities, and I asked them to act as reported by the Washington Post, who reviewed my emails sent to the FBI. Well, you know, a lot of people send emails to the FBI, believe it or not, and most of them are ignored. I'm calling the FBI.
I bet 90% of them are like crazy boomers.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're ridiculous.
My neighbors, I seen my neighbor putting UFO debris in their trash. Please come and investigate.
The last part of it says, I'm calling on the FBI to finally investigate 8chan as it poses a clear and present danger to the American public. So, okay, I guess there was a little bit of a tangential tie to Gamergate, so I'll cut Sargon a little bit of slack on that. But I'm watching the first 2-3 minutes of the video. It's like, where the fuck is the Gamergate part? And I really think, Esquire mentioned it, in a paragraph of their article. Brianna Wu is popping off like they always do. But I mean, is that really? I don't know. It just seems very tenuous to tie that into Gamergate, right? Like,
well, I was interested by when you were reading out the media description of what Gamergate was. Like to describe a thing, they have to at least tell an element of the truth. And the interesting thing about Gamergate is it does actually encapsulate part of what is going on in our fallen and decaying society, which is like people are realizing that when the powers that be deign to speak about whatever they're engaged in, they lie and misrepresent to solidify their own interests. Gamergate was a big Gamergate for don't know. It's here's the thing, memes rapidly become stale. Like an open packet of biscuits, it's good while it lasts, and then it's just fucking stale afterwards. And Sargon's been eating those stale biscuits for 2 years. But what Gamergate did was expose people who just didn't, they were checked out of politics, checked out of what's going on around the world because, okay, the world outside doesn't make sense, but at least I can play video games. And it woke him up to the fact that you're not even going to be allowed to fucking sit there where you are. We're going to fuck with you here too.
They're even going to take your games. Yeah, the one escapism route that you had.
Our pathological desire for control will not let you sit in a room and play video games without being fucking forced to conform to the pathos. And so
I do think there's some truth to that. Like one of the final avenues, and I think that so you can even tie that into sports as well. So you see a lot of people over the last few years have just been enraged because ESPN is putting woke bullshit into sports. And they're just like, look, I just want to watch my sports. I don't want to talk about Nancy Pelosi or Donald Trump, no matter who I support. Just get this shit away. I'm just trying to watch the fucking ball game. I'm just trying to play my video game.
So great. Yeah. That's why it was so great to see how badly they handled it.
Yeah.
Because these Negroes deserve. These Negroes are entitled to be kneeling, and you should kneel when you watch them. And so, these are the sort of things. This is where they miscalculate.
It's just something that people.
They're not always. They're not galaxy brain. I mean, they run the planet, but they're not galaxy brain.
No,
so they don't see all the angles. And what they didn't see was with the NFL thing. The fact that they wouldn't, here's an opportunity to get normies to bend the knee. What it really did was piss normies off.
Well, and it pissed people off. And it's one thing to cover the protests, by black NFLers. Obviously, that's something that deserves to get covered, right? But as far as focusing so much coverage on it, and let's talk about this transgendered athlete, and let's do this and that, it's just. It just alienates people who just wanted to turn on the fucking game. And all right, let me read these. Let's see. Dave the Impaler says, any plans for a super chat alternative? I do have one now. I just haven't been promoting it. If you mean like a separate like Streamlabs type thing. I just haven't been promoting it. If you go to support.thekillstream.com, you can do that, even though this is not the Killstream. Pinky Culture says, despite being 58% of the population, white people commit 99% of the dog molesting. That might be true, actually. Spanish Inquisition says, does UKIP have an official policy stance on Gamergate? To my knowledge, no, but I couldn't say one way or the other. Pragmatic Culture says, road trip Ralph, best Ralph. Kyle Dawson says something that I won't say, German phrase. Kyle Dawson then says, freedom of speech, thanks. Long live the Republic. Thank you as well. Meredith Lehman says, what a marathon of a stream tonight. TRR tonight. How do I call in during call-in segment? So you have to follow the Discord link, actually. And I'll have Memology posted again. I'll have him post it right now. And I'm going to take some callers, and then I'm going to go away. Because I think we've had a pretty successful show, and Rambot just disappeared. Are you here, Rambot? You're back now, right?
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
good. I mean,
Let's take callers.
You took the most important caller.
Exactly. The gold star caller. All right, let's take a caller. Flamenco, you're on the air on the Ralph Retort. Go ahead.
Flamenco!
Oh, Ralph! Rand, how's it going?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
going great, buddy. How you doing, mate?
I'm glad to hear you didn't take a surprise trip to New Zealand.
No, I didn't.
We were worried about you.
I was not in New Zealand, all right, mate.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just the New Zealand thing has been just a complete clusterfuck of just the absolute most brain dead people. It's like, oh, see, we told you. It's just like, geez, these people are really fucking eager to dance on these graves.
I saw you liked one of my posts. Tell them about the brain dead faggot who went and told this story about how it was a dark and stormy night when he handed in his semi-automatic rifle to the New Zealand police.
Oh, geez, I haven't even seen this. What you
didn't see that one? I thought you liked that one. No, there's this guy. He's like peak boomer, and he handed in. He's got. At first, I thought he was like a fake account, but he has like 45,000 tweets. Which actually, I think if I go, I'm actually maybe he really is a bot. Maybe if I go through the tweets, like 35,000 of them are like, I like eating noodles or something like that.
So this was like a legitimate
it's like I went and handed in my firearm. You remember you had that thing like just after that the shooting in Florida with a half Jew, half Mexican.
You're talking about the Pulse nightclub? No, you're talking about Cruz.
One.
Yeah, Parkland.
Yeah. The Parkland shooting. So like this guy, like this was all around the internet. How the guy went and like took a power saw and cut his AR-15 in half, and he goes, "This is to stop terrorism." Cuts his rifle in half and that dumb shit. So he did a similar thing where he went and handed his rifle into the New Zealand police, and he goes like, it was a dark night, and it was an impressive walk up to the police station. A police woman was standing guard, stony faced, with an AR-15 as I entered through the door and surrendered my firearm. And I couldn't help myself. I called him a giant faggot because he is a giant faggot.
I think that the only thing that ever really beat that one is is like after one of these shootings, a guy is talking about being with his daughter, and his daughter looks up to him, bright-eyed, and the future of America, it reflected in her eyes.
You stop terrorism. Mrs. Obama, get down. I've done it. I've stopped racism.
Daddy, do we have a gun? And then I decided that we were going to get rid of our guns. I'm just
All right, Flamenco. That's right. Yeah, go ahead.
Terrorism.
I just want to remind chat that a 18-year-old person who shared images and talked about the shooting is possibly going to go to jail longer than the people who ran a child grooming gang in Rotherham.
No,
he is facing more jail time.
He's going to jail for more than people who've just committed straight up murder.
That's true. By the way, Rand just died mid-sentence. Go ahead, Flamenco. Was that your last point? Because I'm going to try to speed run these last.
Oh, yeah. If anyone's looking for me from stream.me, I'm at Flamenco Gaming at YouTube. So.
Oh, good. I was looking for you, actually. I'm not even joking. I was good to hear from you, man. I don't think I've
I'll DM you my link. You guys have a wonderful night. Take care.
Thank you, man. You too. All right. Flamenco's out. Let's see. The Beverly Hills Cop, you're live. Go ahead. Lightning round.
Hey boys, I have 2 things to say. I agree with Sargon, you know.
Okay.
Gamergate when they could be talking about Gamergate 2.
Fair point.
And also the extra 3,000 people watching the stream. Fans, FBI agents.
Yeah, these are all glow in the darks. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate you chiming in. All right. Scrotum Juice, you're muted. You better hurry. Lightning round. This is your big chance. And you're blowing it. And you're gone. Oh shit. Okay. Randbot's back. Hold on, let me we're doing a speed run here. Without the dilation station. Punish Glutton, live, lightning round, go.
Nigger!
Alright. Fully coolly lightning round.
Thing to say.
Fully coolly lightning round, go.
Pressed F for based Crusader Brenton.
Alright, thank you. This Mamology, by the way, you asked me for these calls, by the way.
It's gonna be non-stop, by the way. It's gonna be nothing but this.
Yeah, you ask for these calls. Keep in mind, I'm just going to finish up the show probably without taking too many.
You don't get to just imagine the fire.
I just want to point out that this was asked. Okay. Onion Wizard, go.
Obama is a lizard.
Thank you, sir.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's objectively true.
That's definitely. I mean, it's hard to argue with that. Let's see. I did see a super chat. Let me read these. Sargon's dirty deeds done by V. It's been a while since I read that. I believe. Cut your rifle in half, and the ATF will come shoot your dog. They hate unregistered SBRs. All right. My chat
they won't just do that. They'll shoot your 6-year-old son in the face. They'll shoot your wife in the face too, and then they'll pin a medal around the neck of the chink chink who did it.
Asian individual. All right.
Sorry, no, my finger slipped.
Yes, Asians. All right, let's Hephaestus critic, go ahead, sir. You're on the air. You didn't think I'd bring you on, did you? Oh, and he's not talking. Go ahead, sir. Can you hear me? Oh, he's just playing clips. Look, if you want to.
No, it's all right. It was an attempted meme. We acknowledge
close.
the attempt.
It was close. I'll give him a little check mark. Good try there, though. But the thing is, this guy goes on other streams. No, but listen, let me say this. This guy goes on all kinds of other streams and talks all kinds of shit, and like it's one chance to come on. Actually, he's been on the show before, but like his chance to come on and like grill me, and he just plays a clip of me like screaming at somebody. Which that clip is funnier than anything Cog has ever done in his life. So I'll take credit. I'll take credit for that. Thank you for reminding me. Go ahead.
Guys, if you want to do a clip bit, have this cued. As soon as you come on, say I have information that will lead to Hillary Clinton and then play a gunshot, and then quit the Discord. That's how you fucking do it.
Somebody actually did a gunshot call in one time. I think Gator might have that.
I was there. I remember it. It was fucking great.
Dude, that was one of the funniest things that ever happened on this show for sure. Oh my god.
I played it like 5 times. I shat my pants. Well, I didn't actually shit my pants, but the whole thing. I started to cry, and then I came, and then I shat and pissed myself. It was pretty funny.
All right, we're getting close to the end here. Black Oni.
Now you gotta roll them all. Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine, man. I just want to point something out about this whole Christchurch thing. I watched the video and I noticed.
Do you mean the shooting? Do you mean the shooting of the Christian church that happened in Muslim mosque?
Let's just Go ahead, Oni. Go ahead.
It was really weird for me. I actually saw this guy and
it was really weird to see the white people fight back. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No,
especially confronting to a South African.
Rand, stop! Go ahead.
He can take it.
Stop.
He can take it. He knows.
I know we're on somebody else's channel. Go ahead, Oni.
He did something really weird. And if you look at most mass spree shooters, they don't really start shooting into bodies. This guy went out to cause maximum damage. But the thing is, I read the manifesto and I watched the video.
How do you know? How do you know? It's illegal to see that footage. You're not allowed to know. You're not allowed to know what he did, mate. You're not allowed to know.
The thing that's screaming out to me is this guy is calling himself an eco-fascist, but he chose to shoot up a mosque. If you're a fascist, what's the?
Well, he's not an eco-fascist. He was bullshitting in that, right? Like, I mean, I don't think he was actually. Yeah.
It's just really weird. I mean, I watched this and. The first thing that popped into my mind after seeing this is totally a setup. This guy, something is off with this. I'm not saying this was like a Sandy Hook hoax shit. No, this really happened. But I'm thinking that this was like some weird setup. This guy had. Well, I'm not saying he had like Navy SEAL training, but he did have a little bit of training. He did. He went in there, he did what he wanted to do, and it didn't seem like what you would normally see with spree shooters. This guy went in, he shot the shit out of the...
He definitely shot the shit out of the place, I'll give you that. Yeah. Go ahead, Black Oni, give your final thought here. I'm going to wrap it because it's starting to get a little mentally taxing this last 30 minutes, so I'm not going to lie. Go ahead, give your last thought here.
Well, I'm saying I'm thinking this was like a hook nose setup. That's my take on this. Right. I'm thinking the nation of Israel is somehow involved.
I've heard that. Look, I don't know. I don't. As far as conspiracy, I don't know. I don't really buy into that. But thank you for that opinion. But you're not the only one who said that. By the way, there was a spy ring there in Christchurch or whatever. So I've seen that theory put out there.
Well, it's my opinion, and that's all I'll say about it. I'm not saying everybody should just take my word on it. This is what I've watched the video, and that's the conclusion I drew. I'm thinking it was a setup to get.
I got you. Yes, set up
control in New Zealand.
Thank you. I appreciate you calling in, man. It's good to hear from you again.
It's good to hear.
Oh man, I killed him. Thank you. Go ahead, finish your thought. You were saying something.
No, I'm saying it was good to hear from you as well.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me on, man.
I appreciate it.
And Rant's out.
I see it. I'll bring him back in a minute. Ralph getting sleepy. That's absolutely the case. More ways than one. Randbot, thank you for co-hosting the show with me tonight, sir.
You do. Look, I get Black Tony's take, and I'm not.
I get
not
it. Let's not. Yeah, I got his take.
No, I don't want to get too much into it. I'll just say this:
no,
I actually don't think this was a glow in the dark operation. I understand why there's a lot of people out there who think that it is, and I've been watching those conspiracy theories, but my current belief is that guy really meant what he did, and he wasn't part of the glow in the dark.
That's me. That's my feeling too. So I'm actually that's my look. If I thought it was a conspiracy, of course, my natural inclination is conspiracies. I don't know. I have to see a lot there before I start saying that. In this case, I'm not seeing it. I know that that's a theory that's out there, but it's not my opinion. So I'm glad to hear you say that. Thank you, Rand. I appreciate you co-hosting the show, man. Yeah, Mimology's in the chat. People still think it was fabricated. Yeah,
calling in from my phone with one fucking bar.
I appreciate it. You stayed with me the whole time. I actually messaged him before the show. I was like, "Hey, man, you think you can help me out?" And
that was the thing. You messaged me, and I saw the show was already rolling, and I was like, "Fuck, all right, I better call in then."
I appreciate you. Man.
I literally would have called in earlier, but I just haven't had the chance, man. I've just been on vacation. It was very peaceful up until somebody went and removed Kebab.
Yeah, up until the last, I don't know, 30 minutes.
And last 3 days, mate. It feels like it's been a month, doesn't it? But it's really only just been 3 days.
Rambot 2020, one of the original Gold Star callers on the show, if not the original Gold Star caller. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you anchoring the program with me.
Hey, no problem. You got any more callers to roll in?
No, I'm done.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Farewell, sir.
All right, mate. You have a good one, and yeah, no, appreciate hanging out, and you boys have a good one, and yeah, we'll see how things go.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we can hear from you again soon. I'll talk to you off air. But yeah, man, you have a good one. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Yeah, no drama. Oh, they're saying pay rent. What? How much am I worth?
He's not against that. I'm sure.
All right, I'll DM you. I'll DM you my fucking.
You're going right. All right. All right, man. Peace out.
No worries, mate. Oh, that was worth a beer, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely worth a beer. I'll buy you an entire case of Foster's. How about that?
Oh, fuck you, mate.
Bye, Ray.
I'll email you an entire case of poison.
All right, talk to you soon, man.
All right, mate. Have a good one.
All right, it's just me now. Oh, Maji. Yeah, some people actually do think it was fabricated. I don't believe that. And I mean, I denounced it many times. Like right after it happened, I was like, I already knew how it was gonna go. People are gonna start trying to blame, shows like this or people making jokes. And I said, look, and I've said the same thing I've always said on all these programs, and I know some people in chat say, well, Ralph's a cuck. I just legitimately don't believe in going and shooting up places. I mean, I don't know if that makes me a cuck, maybe so. But last super chat, Deep Fried Lettuce says gun culture safer than Canberra. By the way, I can never say this right. Rand told me how to say it. Canberra poofta culture. All right, I think that's it. We had 4,000 people watching tonight. Over 4,000, like 4,400, I believe, at one point. It was very good. I think I know the way to finish it. I'm just gonna play it. This is usually the intro, actually, but I'm gonna play it for the outro because why not? Fuck, why is it doing this? Anyway, I did enjoy this episode a lot, even though a couple points got a little stressful as well. But it wouldn't be a formerly known as Killstream if that didn't happen. See you guys tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Should be the same time. Go watch Nicky Rackets. He'll be on in a couple minutes. Farewell. Keep crying, haters! You can't afford the retort! You should have known by now! Ah!
Fucking hell. Couldn't even finish it properly. I'm not done with chat yet. Need more time. Finishing up the login system right now. So, I got an hour left. So, you guys get to watch Nick. Also, I'm fairly certain that was botted up to 4.1k. Something tells me. Don't know why I would think that. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. Exactly, Zug. There you go. It's almost as if that was botted up to a certain number on purpose. For a meme, just for a joke. Pretty funny, huh? He'd be all high on his horse again. Be all confident. Oh, 4.1k. 4.1k, guys. That'll be fun. Do 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 do. Gotta go to the login component so I can put the logic for the login in. How much longer does he have? Starts at 9. Oh, he's already late. Fucking hell. Can't even rely on people to steal content from. What type of sad world is this? Zug, why would I? Oh, sing more or don't sing? Cause I don't know what you guys want. And until Nick gets here, it's pretty. Oh, Nick's here. You guys are lucky. I'm gonna continue chat though. Login system should be done soon, and that's just one step behind chat. Peace. Do 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 do.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. And with me today in studio is my special guest, Hugh. Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Good, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the studio.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I already think Nick's pretty cocky. So, given a little bit of alcohol and a little bit of cockiness and a little bit of ego, and I think he'd be ripe for someone to mess with. Except for the fact that he's actually a lawyer, so I don't know. Holy shit, those lips. You're not kidding. Anyways, yeah, I could see it.
Happy to tell you where it is. You can, of course, follow me on Twitter. You can actually follow him on Twitter.
Yeah. IMQ.
At is it seriously at IMQ?
No, at Q Derugi. DURUJI. My handle is IMQ.
Okay. Yeah, I'll add that to the replay of this this disaster we have going here. Yeah, so be sure to follow him, check him out. I think you're gonna like him. I think you're gonna like him. He is proof. He is proof that I do have more than a black friend. More than a black friend. But yeah, so today we're gonna be talking. We're gonna be talking about this thing, Devin Nunes, right?
Yeah.
So Q and I are talking earlier today. He sends me a message. He says, we've got to talk about this Devin Nunes, who's deciding to sue Twitter.
Yeah.
And for $250 million.
Yeah. Lord bless him.
Yeah, bless his heart. I hope he wins. But I don't think he's going to. But I don't think that matters, even if he loses. But I haven't looked at the complaint yet. Here it is. 40 pages. Oh my goodness. Like it was written by a congressman or something.
I'm sorry, but I can't take him seriously if I look at his face.
Maybe we'll do this. I might bring this up a little bit later because it has the tweets insulting Devin Nunes in it. Which sounds like a good plan to me, to read tweets insulting a congressman live on the air. We're also going to talk about the Covington kid who is now not only suing Washington Post, but he is also suing the CNN.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. That dumpster fire of a network.
Fake news.
Yeah. Yeah, he's literally suing fake news. So that's good. That's good. I'm drinking. What are you drinking tonight? What did you choose?
I chose cognac.
I
brought cognac with me.
Brought cognac? You didn't tell me.
didn't. Sorry, I didn't want to share.
Oh, well,
so sorry.
Rude.
Yeah,
Rude.
well, I'm so sorry. Not really, but kind of.
Well, I'm drinking Talisker 10-year.
I might take some of yours though.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
How's this work?
Redistribution, my friend.
This is reparations?
It's reparations.
Whiskey
My
reparations are happening live.
Comes in the form of Irish whiskey.
Irish whiskey. Okay. Well, yeah. Here, you can have some proper 12.
I thought I saw some Jameson over there somewhere.
It's down in the
Okay. All right.
In the barrel. If you want some, let me know.
I can read. Thank goodness.
I think I don't know how bad the jokes are going to get tonight, but I'm guessing very bad. And that's good. That's good. We have to have humor and levity, right? Like otherwise, what are we? We're no better than
CNN.
We're no better than CNN.
Yeah.
I was going to pick like an obscure island and make fun of an indigenous. But
we could do that. We could do
one?
that.
Which obscure island do you hate the most?
Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Trinidad or Trinidad and Tobago?
Both of them.
Okay.
Both of them.
But they make good hot sauce. I get Matooks.
Well, my wife is from there, so I probably should recant that statement.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
They got hot sauce and very beautiful women. So we don't want to do that.
Yeah, no beautiful women anymore. My wife was here.
Right, they had a beautiful woman once.
They had one beautiful woman.
And she's gone.
And I took her away. Yes, so she's here now. So.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and there's some super chats that came in before the show.
God bless New Zealand.
We're going to talk about those. We'll read through the super chats. You can do super chats or justice chats. They should show up, I hope, in the top of the frame. If they don't, I apologize. It was a hack job to get two cameras working on the same thing here because I'm terrible at all this. But we'll go through a couple super chats, and then my art guy suggested, so blame him if you hate this, that roughly at every 50 minutes, I'll read super chats for 10 minutes and go through them, so they're not all backloaded at the end of the show. We're going to try that out, but otherwise we're just going to have a good time. We're going to talk about talk about these lawsuits. We're going to talk about probably some culture. We're going to talk about culture stuff. And that's what we're going to do. All right, so Ghost Fail. Ghost Fail says, please stop calling Ron Toye Kikkoman. Kikkoman soy sauce satisfies millions at dinner every night. Ron can't even satisfy one lady at home. Whoa. That's brutal. I did switch to LaChoy. I switched to LaChoy earlier. So I did realize that I couldn't call him the superior soy sauce. He's relegated now to LaChoy. Sakaki Onsai says, betcha the lawsuit against Twitter isn't for the money. It's for discovery, probably. And oh, what fun discovery will be. Just like discovery in Vic's lawsuit. I do think it's also for the principle. I think it's also for the principle of, whatchamacallit, going after Twitter as a limited public forum. As a limited public forum. So that's another thing. Hugh Janis says, any thoughts on the Georgia cum reporting law, HB 604 being proposed Personally, I don't even live in Georgia, but I'd be happy to report. Have you heard about this?
I have not, but I'm gonna have to look it up. But I'm afraid what I might find.
Okay, I'm pulling it up right now. Georgia HB 604. What is this? What is this? Let's see. Be it enacted by the Assembly of Georgia. Any male 55 years of age or older shall immediately report to the county sheriff or local law enforcement agency when such male releases sperm from his testicles. What? Why? Why? That's literally the text of the bill. That's it. It's just any male 55 years of age or older shall immediately report to the county sheriff or local law enforcement agency when such male releases sperm from his testicles.
So now they're taxing that too.
You can't get away from it. I gotta find out what statute they're amending. 31. Hold on. I gotta 35-123. What is this? What is this? This has to be something. 35-123. Wait a minute. That can't be right. That can't be right. Chapter 1 of Title 35 of the Official Code, annotated, relating to general provisions relative to law enforcement officers and agencies, is amended by adding a new code section. There's an old code section. It's about slaughtering animals. So I don't know what is happening here. I don't know why males are being forced to report their emissions of semen, but that's what life is like in Georgia now. So
one more reason not to go to Georgia.
Someone says it's a pro-choice publicity stunt. Well, they should vote it in. They should vote it in, absolutely. I think we need more laws like that. Amtank says, I'm boiling a 22-ounce, 2-inch thick prime strip steak. That's disgusting. You heathen. What is wrong with you? Weirdo with a cello says, what do you say when your father boils hamburgers? Oh my gosh. I learned of a man who boils hamburgers just yesterday. You ever heard of anyone boiling a hamburger?
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a capital offense in Texas, isn't it?
Yes, in Texas you'd be killed immediately.
Yeah, burned at the stake.
Right. You wouldn't be boiled though.
No.
That'd be insulting. they'd at least sear you.
Yeah, I think they would turn the heat up extra high and sear you on both sides.
Oh my goodness. And then Chris Hansen says, shout out to Sean Ranklin. So, hey Sean Ranklin, how's it going, buddy? All right. So we've got this thing going on. So let's preface this though. So Devin Nunes is a GOP congressman from California.
Right.
So he is, one, impossible because GOP people don't get elected in California. So I don't believe he exists. Two, he's clearly a traitor to his people, whoever they are. It doesn't matter who they are, but he's a traitor to them.
Right.
And then three, he's a House Majority Leader, right?
Not anymore, because the Democrats took over now.
Right, so he's now the House Minority Leader.
No, he's not.
Okay, what is he?
But he's a ranking member in the intelligence committee.
Oh yeah, he was the intelligence chair.
Right.
So he had all the hot memos.
Yeah.
That were coming out. And he's the guy who wrote the report on the dossier. And he released the GOP congressional memo about the dossier, which is much better than the Democrat congressional memo on the dossier.
Totally different.
It was totally different. It was much better worded, much funnier, and it was terrible. In Connecticut, they steam their burgers with cheese in the middle of them. What is wrong with this? You just put fire under it.
It doesn't take that much. It's not that difficult.
That was from Storm Knight MD. Thank you for clarifying that Connecticut needs to be thrown into the ocean with the rest of them. Wow. Yeah, so he was the chair of the House Intelligence Committee. He was at the center of the warrant, the wiretapping of President Trump, or then candidate Trump, and all of that stuff. So it's been pretty interesting to see Devin Nunes' career. But now he's claiming that Twitter is allowing people to make fun of him. Like, basically.
It goes a little deeper than that, though.
I don't know if it does, but I'm with it. What you got for me?
It goes a little deeper than that. So he's essentially saying that that Twitter has been shadow banned. We know that that's the case. I mean, so
I've not been shadow banned.
Oh, really?
I thought I was for a while, but I wasn't, because there's a tool you can do to check, and I was.
Who runs that though?
I don't know. Not Twitter. Somebody came up with a way to find out if you're shadow banned.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well,
probably the hacker known as 4chan.
It's quite possible, but I mean, so essentially, his beef is that conservatives are being unfairly shadow banned, while unfortunately the other side is not being monitored quite as closely. And then all the misinformation that was put out about him was allowed to continue to go unfettered. So I think he has a legitimate complaint. I don't know if the case is going to go anywhere. But I'm just glad to see that it's at least being brought up. I mean, this conversation needs to be had, right?
Right, absolutely. And I know Twitter does this because there's a thing on Twitter that it's like a melon with a blue wig on it. It's kind of gross, and it makes a habit of insulting people on and it's very far left.
Right,
like
right.
Kooky far to the left.
Sure,
and
sure.
It likes to insult people and incite them to respond, and then it reports their responses, and then they get banned. They get banned for this disgusting hag going after them, and Twitter is absolutely biased against the people that go up against that void of personality. I don't know how many insults I can sling without saying its name.
I think I've seen that profile. It's a talking manatee, isn't it?
Yeah. No, the talking manatee is a different one.
Oh, okay, okay.
They're equally stupid. So
okay,
it's okay.
All right. Equally.
It's okay.
Never,
no, this one is like if you gave a dead moth even less personality and then added a lot of fat in the cheeks.
Yeah,
that would be this person.
Yeah,
like the blue wig.
Like if a monkey bred with a cockroach.
Yeah,
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
right,
no, it'd have to be. What's the fattest species of monkey? Because it'd be that.
Man. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm not a biologist.
I'm not either. We should definitely call one, I suppose. But we need to figure this out before we're done, though. Cool.
Yeah. We got research assistant. Can you find out what the fattest species of monkey is?
Mr. Producer.
The fattest. Oh my God, that thing! It's a stunning resemblance.
No, it's not Drexel.
No, no, this is not Drexel. This is Q.
All black people look alike to you guys, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But in fairness, never mind. We're not going to go there yet. I'll have another glass of whiskey, and then we'll get into the racial jokes. I guess.
Yeah, Notorious B.I.G. I'll take it.
That's what YouTube wants. I think is racial jokes.
Oh, sure. Right. Yeah. I mean, it just makes the world a better place. So,
that's what Susan Wachesky or whatever I can't pronounce her stupid name. That's what she called me and told me. So anyway, so Nunes is going. Now, are you familiar with the protections that social media sites have on the internet from things like this? Because they actually have this categorical immunity.
Okay, so so the problem is okay. The CEO of Twitter, Jack Ducey. Okay.
Yeah, not Jack Kant. Jack Kant is the one from Patreon.
Okay.
Jack, catch you next Tuesday.
So he, in his congressional testimony, said that essentially Twitter was the new what did he call it? The town hall, right?
Yeah, Twitter's the new town hall.
So if you're going to promote it that way and you're going to call it the new town hall, and you are censoring people in this town hall, I think there's a legitimate argument, Nick. I mean, would you not say so? I mean,
I 100% think
those were his words, not mine.
Yeah,
so,
it's funny that these Mark Zuckerberg, well, the robot that murdered Mark Zuckerberg and wears him as a flesh suit, that said the same thing to Congress. That no, I mean we're a free speech platform, but we curate. You know, we got to keep offensive content out and stuff like that, and we do monitor all the content. So Jack and Zuckerberg are in the same boat where they want to have this generalized immunity under Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. An act that was entirely struck down by the Supreme Court except for this one section, by the way, because the whole thing was so bad. But they left this one section and it has survived. And what they do is they give protection from lawsuits to all these companies, but it was based on the idea that these companies had no possible way to monitor all of the content that comes through. And therefore, they were protected from removing it, because if they were a newspaper and people were sending in, defamatory statements about Devin Nunes, like that he's an effective congressman or something like that, very defamatory.
Right.
If they were doing that, then they would have a duty as a publication to actually shut down those comments if they found them to be defamatory or were told.
I mean, but they went so far as to create a fake profile of his mother. I mean, come on now.
Well, I mean, kind of. It's Devin. It said Nunes' mom or something. Like, it wasn't actually like whatever her name is. Like,
man, I'm trying to tell you right now, if somebody comes after me and puts my mama's name on it, there's gonna be problems. We're gonna have issues. So I think they should just award him the $250 million because of that.
Just a default judgment.
I mean, pretty much.
You're opposed to going after moms.
Oh, absolutely. Leave moms out of it.
Okay. All right. I'll have to go delete some tweets. I better delete my Diane Nunes profile that I just made. No. I'm kidding, Devin. I'm kidding. No, so, but yeah, and that's a truly insidious part of Twitter, is that you do have people who will do very offensive things, right? And we either have to be okay with that because it's a public thing, or they have to start dropping the hammer on everybody. I'll be banned in under an hour if they do that. But we have to have one or the other. And I think so Nunes' suit is pretty interesting because it's going after them under something. I was talking about this last year, that this is coming. This is coming, and this is the way to go after these social media companies, is to actually try, this line of reasoning. And that's to make them a limited public forum because of their curation. And if they choose to curate content, they don't have to. They don't have to do this curation thing. They don't have to shadow ban. They don't have to selectively enforce their stuff. But if they're doing this, then they lose that Section 230 immunity. That's the whole. That's the theory that Nunes is going after. He says you can't have immunity based on the idea that you're not moderating stuff. And this started with Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is a guy who he grilled Zuckerberg. And now Ted Cruz, very effective griller, very slow griller. He's a low and slow griller, but the meat comes out tender. That's what happened there. if he doesn't murder it.
Just boil him.
Yeah. Also, so, okay, personal opinion. Ted Cruz with the beard or without the beard?
Without the beard.
You like him shorn?
Sure, yeah, shorn. We'll call it that.
I like Mountain Man Ted Cruz a little better.
No, it looks really disingenuous. I think.
Well, I mean, I don't think he can actually grow the facial hair. I think he glues it on.
I think that it was from someone else's head.
Yeah.
And he just just swept up in paste. I can just see Ted hanging out at a local barbershop, sweeping up some hair and just pasting it on.
Now, true story. Years and years, gosh, it was so many years ago. You couldn't do this anymore. I was watching a documentary about women who dressed as men just when they went to work to not be mistreated in the workplace or whatever. This is probably the mid-90s.
Okay.
And this woman got up and she had like a 4-hour routine because she would glue a beard on every morning, stubble. And she would individually glue on like thousands of hairs, just constantly. Like she wouldn't slather glue on her face and then just like dust herself. That wasn't how it worked.
You got to respect the hustle, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was really earning that 21% or whatever.
That's dedication. I mean, give her a raise for sure. Where'd you get this stuff?
It's something I saw in the mid 90s. I don't know. It was on
this
TV.
was in the 90s. This is before people went nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is on TV. I was watching like a news story, and there are 3 different women, and it was talking about how they each of them individually dress up as a man. Like, one had to bind her chest and stuff to fool everybody, and they wore jeans, and they looked like I don't know, computer programming lumberjacks or something. They had very weird aesthetics going on, but they did it.
You know what? I respect
like Rosie the Riveter. They did it.
I do. I respect the hustle. If you're willing to go through that much work, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, the fact that she would sit there and glue on a beard.
Individual.
Yeah. I don't know where she got the stubble though.
See, this is about a year's worth of growing here. I can't get much to grow.
Oh.
So yeah, maybe I should start doing that. Maybe I should just
glue it on.
I could give myself a heck of a beard.
You'd have to steal it from someone or buy it from someone. I don't know.
There's a will, there's a way.
That's the part of the documentary I literally can't remember. Is they talked about where she got her stubble. Because you can't reuse it; it would have clumpy glue on it. So
you would need a fresh supply daily.
Yeah, you'd have to source the stubble out. I mean, you gotta get just like a dude who grows the stubble really fast and just shaves twice a day, and you build up an inventory. I think
that's a new business. Beards to you.
Yeah.
Hair to you. I like it. I like it. Yeah, from the well endowed, the people who grow. My brother, he shaves 3 times a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, he could make a lot of money.
Yeah, I think so. From you, right?
Yeah, because it would actually match.
You're like,
so
hey, I need.
We're the same shade.
I need the sideburn.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're the same shade because there's different shades of black.
There are.
Tell
me about the different shades of black.
Oh yeah, there's different shades. See, I had a guy call me black the other day. And that's really unimaginative, right? So I went over.
So a guy told you were black?
Yeah, he did.
Were you surprised to find out?
I was actually shocked. I was shocked. I was like, really? So I went over to Sherman-Williams to find out if I was really black, and I'm not.
Okay.
I'm actually Sandy Beige 42.
Sandy Beige
42. So
that almost sounds like a porn name too.
I'd be really bad at that. So no, I'm definitely 50 Shades of Black.
No, you're Sandy Beige.
Sandy Beige 42.
Wait, so that beige is bordering on white, I think, isn't it?
Sandy Beige though, Nick. Sandy Beige. The sandy changes everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I think the 42 is the 42nd shade.
Right.
Of Sandy Beige.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That sounds like a Tommy Bahama khaki pants color.
Yeah, not a little darker than khaki.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
when I think of sandy beige, I don't think.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I am. So if
Okay.
you ever decide to paint your walls to remind me, yeah, you if you
I'm
want
thinking of Q today.
yeah, you can go straight sandy beige 42 on it.
Okay, so are there tiers of blackness that matter? Because I've heard that like Obama, definitely not black enough.
No, no. Obama wasn't really black enough. In fact, I'm going to sign a petition that we give him back to you guys, because technically he was just as black as he was white.
Right.
So we're going to revoke him and give him back to
Plus,
you guys.
his jump shot was definitely white.
Yeah. And the jeans. Oh,
no,
yeah.
but that's a trans thing. We can't do that on YouTube. We can't talk about men wearing women's jeans. That's not okay.
They were. I'm not sure where they're from. I can just say this: none of the stores that I shop in have jeans that look like that. That's just not an option that comes with it.
I think his jeans come with the bike that he was riding.
The bicycle, the banana seat bicycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Possibly. It's very possible.
It's a 2-for-1.
Again, have not shopped at that store. I can't speak on it.
So no joke. One of my professors in law school was named Michael Jordan. Black guy, hilarious. There are 2 conservatives at my law school, and the black guy named Michael Jordan was one of them.
All right.
Motorcycle rider, concealed carry permit holder, carried on campus, drove the other workers crazy.
Is this guy still alive?
Yeah.
I gotta meet him.
Oh, he's
Can
great.
you get him on the show next time?
I don't know if he'd come on the show or not. He's a very unique individual.
Sounds like it.
He was in a staff meeting. In a staff meeting at my law school, they were talking about when Obama got elected. They were all like hooting and hollering about how great it was, and how great it was that a black man was finally in office. And he says, was it his black half or his white half that caused him to succeed in law school? And they all went silent.
I technically need to see the transcripts. We're not so sure he did succeed in law school.
That's true. My other professor did. He was in the same class with him at Harvard, or he was a year ahead of him at Harvard, so he was there.
Oh, really? Oh, so So
my professor,
so Michael Jordan went to
different one.
Different.
The other conservative, incidentally,
really,
Afshin John Radson. The other
conservative went to Harvard.
Yeah.
That's more of a miracle than.
So you have the conservative black guy Michael Jordan,
yeah,
and then you have the conservative Persian man Afshin John Radson,
destroying
those are the
stereotypes.
The 2 conservatives at my law school. He's also a former CIA attorney and a national expert on drones. But he was at Obama. He was a year ahead of Obama in Harvard, and he kind of made fun of him a little bit.
I can imagine. So Michael Jordan was a conservative.
Yeah.
And then you had a Persian professor who was also conservative.
Yeah, he goes by John, but his first name's Afshin.
Afshin.
Afshin, yeah.
I gotta look this guy up.
He's great. He's one of the funniest people I've ever met.
I gotta meet him.
If I could have him on the show,
get them both on the show.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
We can have some fun with this. Please invite me back next time.
He used to get quoted all the time when drones were like when Obama was just murdering people with drones. And he has a bunch of papers up on the Social Science Research Institute or whatever, where you can publish academic papers. He has a bunch of them, and they all involve the phrase "until Obama kills you." So
it's been known to happen. So.
But
have you guys actually gone through that on the show?
No, I don't, because it's such old news. I kind of will occasionally when I'm really drunk rant about it, about how he just straight up murdered a U.S. citizen with very little process, much less due process.
Yeah,
yeah.
Don't talk about it too much, otherwise, there's always drones in the air. So
yeah, there is.
Yeah,
be
careful with that one.
Can you move your mic just like a little bit closer? You talk low.
I'm trying to channel my inner Barry White. So yeah. So
what shade is Barry?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
R.I.P. He's dead, right? I think he died.
Yeah. Well, we talked about this earlier, so we had to bring back the brown paper bag test. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think so.
he was dark enough, but darker than a brown paper bag. So he's darker than me.
There you go.
That's all I know. So we'll have to check it out.
He's got the deep voice.
Oh yeah, that's the voice to have. I mean, there's even white guys that want to have Barry's voice.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, after listening to Barry White's music, you have to immediately report your insemination.
There'll be a tax for that.
Okay, okay. Since we're talking about black people, I gotta ask: Do you ever listen to Jesse Lee Peterson?
I haven't.
Oh man,
am I missing out?
He's great.
Okay.
He was a liberal, right? I think. Mr. Research was Jesse Lee Peterson was a liberal before, right? And then he went conservative. I think that's what he said in his interview with Destiny. But he's one of the funniest people. I'm just going to show you his video when we're done here.
Yeah, I got to see that.
Yeah, he's great. He's a huge Trump guy, and
I like him already.
And a very, very strong Christian.
Okay.
Very traditional Christian.
Yeah.
So, what is that? So anyway, we're getting way off track, but that's fine.
Sure.
That's fine. So Devin Nunes is suing Twitter. He's got this hurdle with Section 230. Ted Cruz kind of forecasted something like this was coming because of Mark Zuckerberg being on Capitol Hill.
Right.
And you know when Jack went on Capitol Hill that he like had to read his speech.
Right.
Because he's incapable of dealing with other humans. Like, his algorithms are not as advanced as Mark Zuckerberg.
Sure.
So we know that Facebook produces better AI than Twitter. Like, they just have to. Because Jack can't manage basic human interactions. He had to read his speech, literally read it.
He hadn't
like
received that upgrade quite yet. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how embarrassing it must be to be that guy. What is happening? I gotta things are very, very strange. Very strange. So yeah, so he's got this thing to overcome. The idea is it's a limited public forum. And this goes back, there's a really old case that I did cover called Marsh versus Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out about this case from Roseanne Barr, which if it's coming from Roseanne that it's premium. It actually was really, she was wrong in her interpretation of the case because she said it was still good law, which it's not. But it's interesting because it should be. It should be good law. And what that case was they used to have these corporate towns, right? When with big manufacturing facilities or shipping facilities would own an entire section of land, and they would put up houses for the workers to just live in the houses right there.
Right.
And they'd have company-owned stores and everything. It was great. They could pay you in company money that you could use. It's like living in an amusement park and never being able to leave because your money's not good anywhere else.
Like when you were at like summer camp and you went to the canteen.
Yeah.
And you could buy bubble gum and toilet paper.
Yeah, it's like, thank you for using your camp currency. Good luck with that. Or it's like when I was in college, we had a fundraiser and we had to sell these Hardee's tickets. It was, here's the transaction. You give me $1 and I give you a coupon that's worth $1. And you don't get change if you use it. So it was a terrible deal. Absolutely terrible deal. But that was the fundraiser. So that's what it was like in these company towns. They're really kind of horrific.
Yeah.
But they were this interesting way that companies found during wage caps and stuff like that, they could compensate their employees extra by giving them a house.
Right.
But then the Jehovah's Witnesses came, as they always do, and the company reacted like everybody does. They said, literally, get off my lawn. And they told the Jehovah's Witnesses to pound sand. Like, you have to go off of our private property and go stand on the highway and get hit by a car.
Does that work, though?
No.
Because I've never been able to get a Jehovah's Witness to leave by just asking.
It only does if they can sue you when it happens.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So they knew that they couldn't stay, so they left and they sued the company, and they won. Because It was private, but they owned the roads. And so they're like, well, look, if a company owns the entire, if a private entity owns what would traditionally be public, like the entirety of the public space,
right,
then it's got to be the public space, because you can't just have a company, because eventually, like, Disney would just buy the entire country, and then we'd all be censored under Disney's rules.
Okay, but I get that. But when you are self-proclaiming that your platform is the new town hall,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's comparable.
Well, yeah, it's comparable, but I personally think that if you're going to call it the town hall, then everyone should have equal voice.
Yeah, and that's what the Supreme Court said in Marsh versus Alabama, was that the company, since it was claiming the whole public space, that they had to allow the Jehovah's Witnesses in, because since it would have been a public space anywhere else. It was just happened to be privately owned. But even the police were privately employed by the company. Like the post office had to go through the private post office for the company as well. Okay. So every single facet of the public sector was privately owned. So the Supreme Court said, these people can't escape the private sector to go make a public declaration, so they have to be able to do it there.
Sure.
And that's why I think that it's an avenue of argument for this whole this Twitter and Facebook thing, is they own the public space. Right. No one's going to the park, setting up a soapbox and standing up and pontificating, except the KKK. They still do that. Like they still go to the park with like 8 people,
as long as they have a permit.
Right. They get their permit, and they have their little like barbecue or whatever, and everybody's very uncomfortable.
I bet you the KKK they boil their meat.
They boil their meat.
I bet you they boil their meat.
You don't think they roast it over open crosses? Because like,
I've never gotten close enough to. I've never gotten close enough to find out.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
But the last KKK gathering I saw, it was in the news. They were actually peaceful, and a bunch of people came up and started attacking them. And then one of the guys like just stabbed a bunch of people because
one of the KKK members.
Yeah, he looked rough. Like he got beat really badly, and he eventually pulls out a knife and starts sticking this guy. And he was acquitted. He was arrested, but they let him go.
Well, it was self-defense,
yeah,
right?
And it was a clear, like, video is clear. See, but it was a shame.
That's my issue. My issue is that, if we are going to embrace free speech as a nation, we have to be willing to allow speech that is going to offend us.
Right.
Like, your right to free speech does not end where my right to become offended begins. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to allow all free speech unless it offends me, that I'm done.
Right. Then what have you actually allowed? You haven't allowed anything.
You haven't allowed anything. And then it becomes, because what offends you might not offend me. What offends someone else might not offend another one. So that's a little bit frustrating as it pertains to free speech, because everyone says they believe in free speech, but yet they believe that someone should be censored because they said something that hurt their feelings. So,
yeah, the real question is what you do to someone who says the joke that you don't like.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, if I'm going to be real, as much as I, for obvious reasons, don't particularly love the KKK, I have to also, as an American, stand for their right to exist, which is a tricky slope.
Well, and the thing, like, with groups like the KKK now, they don't have credibility. They don't have numbers. They've got a couple people holding on to an ideology that is the world is largely moved away from.
Right.
I mean, there's still people who have racially insensitive views, but most people are opposed to the killing of other people based on race. Like, we're kind of there.
Yeah.
As a society.
Most people would frown on that.
Yeah, it's bad optics.
Yeah.
The last time I tried it, I got a lot of flack for it. We'll just say, say that.
Yeah, no.
But
so someone sent me in my inbox a list to prove to me that that racism was on the rise. They sent me a list from a Texas law firm
Yeah.
Of all of the hate groups that are on the rise.
Wait, was it Texas law firm?
It was a Texas law firm. I'll send it to you real quick. But so the Black Israelites were on there. Several Black Israelite groups were on there.
Yeah.
What's the Black Antifa?
Black Lives Matter.
There you go. BLM was on there.
Oh, now the Texas law firm sending this out is making sense.
Right.
Okay.
But then the Citizens for Freedom was on there as a hate group. I mean, several churches were listed on there. It was kind of interesting because 90% of the hate groups it was news to me. I didn't realize they were hate groups, but I guess the hate group the definition has been loosely.
It's subjective.
It is.
We have no idea what it even means. It doesn't mean anything.
Right.
It just means I don't like them. And
that's dangerous. That's really dangerous. So,
right.
And I'm sorry. I got off the Devin Nunes thing again. Sorry.
Yeah, but so did Devin Nunes. I'm sure. Okay. Should I read his mean tweets of Devin Nunes?
Yeah, I want to hear these.
Okay, let me. I
want to see if they're as bad as some of the inboxes I've gotten today.
Let's see. Come on.
You know what? To throw everybody off, next time you should have myself and Drexel on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just you two though.
No. No, we should really throw them
off.
off.
Think I'm Drexel.
Yeah, but it would be fun because it would be like an Oreo. We'll sit on each side of you.
That sounds dangerous. No.
Live a little dangerously, Nick. It'd be kind of fun. It would throw people off because they wouldn't be able to figure out who was who.
We'll see.
Is that Nick? Is that Q? Or is that Drexel?
Well, I wouldn't want you two stealing my show.
Well, it probably would happen. It probably would happen.
Okay, so here's the really offending quotes. The really offending quotes. This is from Liz Mayer. Liz Mayer. I don't know who this person is. So Devin Nunes quotes, "Nothing surprises me anymore." And Liz Mayer says, "To be fair, I think that at Fresnoby writing up your investment in a winery that allegedly used underage hookers to solicit investment, which seems like in some countries that might be effective. An allegation you've known about for years, during which you've stayed invested in it, I might